All right, so what you just said about Kanye and
We'll turn the TV off.
Oh, yes, sir. So let me listen back. Testing. Gabe talk.
Hey yo,
Zap Zone.
Zip Zorp.
Zap Zone, more like Dap Zone. What up, nigga?
That was so bad.
Crickets.
Got the whole squad laughing.
What you just said
Damn,
about
bro.
what you just said about Jesus is King
Uh-huh.
and how Kanye got paid
To do Chick-fil-A? Yes.
closed on Sunday, like it was an ad. You really believe that?
Or he was just chasing a partnership.
You know what? That's not too crazy because when Drake dropped Views, I thought obviously he had a collaboration with Apple, but the Apple lines, like 3 dots, I know you're texting there, gray in all your past messages, Hermes link, and then Apple Watches came out with the Hermes link less than like a year later. I don't know, man. I'm always a conspiracy theorist when it comes to music.
Yeah, I feel like they were like, you need to do a certain amount of.
Yeah.
Or they told Quentin Miller or whatever.
And then what he said, why you keep fighting with me at Cheesecake? The whole album had a very polished.
Well, that's how he's relatable now. That's how you get.
But that's not the point I'm trying to
all
make.
Drake albums have this? Like if I go to listen to Scorpion doesn't have that.
That's what I'm saying. Like Views has a very like
a dark side,
artificial tint to it.
I love Views though. I've grown to love it.
Yeah, it's grown on
for
me
what
too.
it is.
It has grown on me too. I'm done hating on it. It's just weird. When it first came out, I didn't like it, but now my only critique is that commercial part of it. It seems like it was a
that is interesting.
Now I hate it because you told me that. Fuck you.
Yeah, I don't like. If you really listen to those songs, you'll catch the Apple references.
Yeah, I was thinking about it when you said it. Yeah. I didn't realize the Hermes one though.
Yeah,
Hermes
that one really pissed me off because I remember watching the Apple announcement and seeing the Hermes link for the Apple Watch. That was my first thought. You know, well, what song is that? Hermes link. Ice Blue.
Count on my red like.
Fuck.
I ain't got. Wait. Gloucester.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was with Geeks.
So that wasn't Views. That was More Life.
That was More Life.
Excuse me, but that still was suspect.
I mean, he might have made it the same.
I mean, it debuted on Apple Music. He still has the Apple deal.
Oh, he does.
Yeah.
So all his albums are still Apple. Okay.
I just know he's not titled to Spotify. Like,
yeah, I know he originally was.
But you can't get it on either?
No, he premieres the album.
And you gotta wait like a day or something.
Yeah. It might be different now. Like, I think when Scorpion dropped, remember all the ads were like Drake's face?
I was using Tidal for a minute because of Pablo. And Lemonade because my mom.
And Free Weezy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there was a lot of good shit on Tidal. I heard he's actually trying to sell it.
Is he?
Yeah, that's the rumor.
Yeah, it seemed like...
We can buy it, I think.
It seemed like it's inevitable downswing.
I think we should buy it.
Spotify and Apple have such a chokehold on the market.
And it's like Spotify spends $8 billion to make $1 billion. There's no way Tidal can compete with that
Spotify
shit.
has podcasts. And,
yeah, they have exclusive deals and everything.
And their playlists are so good. Tidal's playlists might be worse than Apple's.
I've never even...
when I had Tidal, it was... I mean, it was a while ago.
Yeah.
So I'm sure all that came a long way, but...
Nah. Yeah. Tidal, what do you think it's worth? How much do you think it's going to sell for?
I have no clue. I'm not...
Well, let's ask Max.
He's a few dollars.
Like, do you think it's worth $3?
I don't know. I don't use it. I've never used it before.
$3 billion?
Yeah.
No way.
How is it different than Spotify or Apple Music?
It's not, but it's just clearly the third one, and which is good because there's other streaming.
What about
services.
like Bandcamp?
What about Bandcamp?
That seems like to me the third one. Maybe because
no, not even close.
Not
all right.
Yeah, but they have like exclusive things that Apple and Spotify
they got
don't.
boxing fights.
What?
Rock Nation boxers.
On Tidal?
Because you know Rock Nation has a athletic.
They do. They sign people to.
Yeah,
you don't need
if
to be
you're
a
Rock Nation boxer, sometimes your fights will be on Tidal.
Yeah, no, they have a Rock Nation manager.
Maybe they pivot to like just purely streaming.
Well,
just like broadly.
Well, I mean, if it sells, do you think it will sell for $1 billion? That's my main question.
If you were to buy it, you'd have to have a really good idea of what you're going to do with it.
I think like HBO or somebody should buy it and then like link it like a.
Someone could buy it and like strip it. Just take the best people like working at the company and like assimilate them into their own, and then just get rid of the brand itself.
Maybe, but Tidal isn't even that bad. Like,
it's fine. It's fine.
Well, my thing about it is there's a lot of streaming services that people don't know the name of. Tidal is the butt of the joke because it's like obviously the third behind Apple Music and Spotify, but it could be the ones that no one knows its name.
Well, is SoundCloud the third?
SoundCloud's
I would say so, I guess, but
the app killer for me because I'm not paying for SoundCloud.
Yeah, I'm not paying.
That's what I'm saying. Like, do people pay for it?
I know somebody who does, but he listens to a lot of SoundCloud music.
Yeah, but do people pay for it for like real albums? Like, do people listen to?
Nah,
that'd be
I don't
weird.
think so. Not anymore.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
people do use music.
What's that? What the hell?
You could download YouTube songs and you could play them like
Whoa.
Use other stuff. That's like NBA YoungBoy fans will do.
Yeah.
And I'm not just saying that because they're poor, but
They're all poor.
because YoungBoy, a lot of his music is only on YouTube, and a lot of Detroit artists and Flint artists.
What makes you say
That's
NBA
true.
YoungBoy fans are poor?
Come on,
We should get Detroit. We should get Detroit Leaks on the show.
What's that?
The guy who leaks all the music on YouTube.
I just
that was kind of self-explanatory from the name. Come on,
I have
figure that one out.
Yeah, I guess it's not a good idea.
I have one simple request though.
Mm.
Gabe explained further what he meant by NBA Young fans. NBA
YoungBoy fans are poor.
Yeah.
I went to school with them, and them niggas like the niggas who like really riot NBA YoungBoy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Talk about him.
2.0 max.
Oh, GPA.
Maximum GPA is 2.0.
What's your GPA?
And that's when they
What
ride
was my
them?
GPA?
Yeah.
I don't even. What was my
It's
GPA?
probably higher than mine.
It probably wasn't because of UAD. UAD was really low, and Western it was high, so it was like
Oh.
right under a 3.
Oh, okay,
It was like
okay.
right around a 3.
Okay. I guess I guess I had a higher one only because like
It was go ahead.
I just did, like I said, my thing is always like if I don't have a C, no one can get on my ass. Like my parents would kill me if I had a C. So there's one time I got straight B's because of
then
that
you
rule. Yeah, of course not.
My mom,
Yeah.
my mom doesn't care. I mean, she cares, but she's not about to be like on like a lot of kids at UAD. Their moms would be on their ass.
No,
And, like my mom, like there's like a parent group chat, right?
of course.
And on Facebook, and my mom would say like some parents would be like asking like, "What's the homework?" And my mom's like,
Isn't that insane?
and like to other
Yeah.
parents, and my mom's like, if my son don't know the homework, he's just gonna fail it. Like she's
Yeah.
not about to have me looking around. He like text your friends or whatever.
And that's how we end up with like these incompetent people in high positions because
Yeah, but these niggas, yeah,
Yeah,
it
that's
is.
true.
I feel like a lot of these kids I could see being like somewhat incompetent, but they manage to get high positions because they do well.
but that's what I'm saying.
And they're going to do well in college still.
And they're propped up by their parents. Like they're not actual people. Like they're
My
people.
mom cares. Like if I tell my mom I have a project, she'll like if I know it's due in a couple weeks, she'll ask me like progressively how it's going.
Well, yeah, but I'm
But
talking
she's
about
not like on my ass.
no, of course
And I ain't
not.
gonna do that with my kids.
I'm talking about more so the parents that kind of like force their kids to do the homework and like they can't get less.
Oh,
than
you
an
don't mean the
A.
ones who do it for them?
Yeah, the
It
ones
was
who-
just one boy like
Yeah.
his parent. It was one boy. I don't know if it was from UAD or like a camp or something.
Uh-huh.
But like he had like he was like a genius. But like during the school year, he couldn't play PlayStation.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's
he
what I'm
only
saying.
play. He could only play like not even on weekends. I don't think. Only like on breaks.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
And
that's
he's like nigga, your kid's miserable.
dude,
That was from some camp.
what
That was from. I met that kid at some camp. I remember
I just
like
what-
baseball or something.
think that NBA YoungBoy fans get a little more hate than they warrant. You know what I'm saying? Like we clown them, but like
But being a
easy.
fan of him is fine. But it's a certain type of nigga.
yeah. It's that
Certain-
everyone
there's
says they
levels
like
to it.
everyone says they eat glue. Yeah, like they watch the TV an inch away from the screen.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, that's
and
the
then I
meme.
listen to YoungBoy while playing PlayStation.
But
Like in
we
the
were
back.
we were getting on this topic because of Musi originally.
Yeah.
A
Music,
platform-
actually, I use music. I will say, I use that to listen to some albums. Some albums I just download on my phone. Like I have,
yeah, like Spinrilla type.
no,
Oh,
I
Spinrilla.
download to Apple Music. You can download songs to your Apple Music.
Oh, so
So
this
I-
isn't.
Oh,
it's like-
whoa. It seems illegal.
No, you drag and drop the files into iTunes and then
Oh,
it ends
okay.
up-
It's as
you can
illegal
put
as
them
the
in an album.
files are.
Like literally,
It's
I
like if you
have.
get the file, it's up to the person, the user.
That's how it used to be,
Yeah,
I guess.
exactly. So
Yeah.
like, yeah, and I do that. Like I did it with Days Before Rodeo, but I like somehow I fucked it up.
That's not on streaming yet, so it's fine. I think like that's
Right,
that's not when yeah, it's not really illegal.
Yeah, I mean they have that on.
Nostalgia Ultra.
He had a link. Frank had a link on that on Tumblr.
What?
Remember that to Nostalgia Ultra?
Oh, for the mixtape.
Yeah, that's how I got it. But
I have another simple request.
Huh.
Let's answer this question
oh,
about the title thing.
okay.
Okay,
What will it sell for?
Yeah, what do you think it will sell for? What do you honestly think? It's worth?
Money.
I say around $1 billion,
You think it'll be worth $1 billion?
probably.
Okay, that's what you see. Also, the news about Reebok.
Yeah.
Master
P.
Who was it?
I don't even know who the
It was
other.
somebody who was like, "How the fuck did I have enough?" It was an athlete.
Yeah,
Was it?
exactly.
It was an athlete.
I
Like
just I'm interested in this deal because Adidas like deliberately didn't give a shit about Reebok. Like they really fumbled the bag with that.
Yeah, Reebok can be kind of cool sometimes.
That's what I'm saying. Like
the Allen Iverson thing
Yeah, the A.
carries it.
And what's weird to me is they just got Jerry Lorenzo.
Oh, they
Adidas
did.
did.
He,
Yeah.
he could have done a lot of cool things with the Reebok shoes if they let him.
Well, I think Adidas is. I don't know. Adidas basketball is ass. to put it-
And that's what Jerry's head of, right?
Yeah.
Like they appointed him head of
Mhm.
Adidas basketball.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Shout
yeah,
out,
he could
shout
do a
out
lot.
FAMU.
Yeah,
Shout
that's
out,
the Fear of God guy, by the way.
Yeah,
No, no,
Jerry
no,
Lorenzo is a designer.
I only own one Fear God piece.
You have a piece. What is it?
That that striped sweater I had that picture in? It's like
maybe?
red and white. Yeah, that shit's fair, God.
I like his stuff a lot.
I do too.
I like it. I like Essentials a lot too.
I like it a lot.
Yeah, I can't afford it, so I don't have any.
I could afford the Essentials. I just don't.
Well, I mean, I technically could, but like,
No, I'm just saying, like, I have pieces that are around that price, but
like you choose not to.
like
get it.
my Huron Preston Lil Wayne shirt and shit. But
I have shit, bro. There's a Lil Wayne shirt you did with Huron Preston.
Yeah, truck
like-
fit.
it's
What?
it's
Truck
not
fit?
it's not
Oh,
truck
get
fit.
out of here! No, you're
It's not
kidding.
truck fit. It's like spray paint, picture of Lil Wayne. It says like Huron Preston.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah,
That's
I'll show you two right now.
I think if we save up, we could probably get one V loan if we could share it.
Dude, I do not ever.
That's what niggas do.
If V-Lone.
Can we cancel the V-Lone rapper tease? Like the Pop Smoke one, the Lil Durk. That shit is horrible.
What are you talking about?
Like when V-Lone, like an album comes out, they do a collab with V-Lone.
Oh, Nav
That
did
shit's
that.
trash.
Yeah, I saw a V-Lone Nav collab at the gym the other day.
Yeah, it's really,
And they had niggas wearing City Morgue shit, and they don't. Nigga, you don't listen to City Morgue. You live on 6 Mile.
Yeah, no, I saw that. What is City Morgue? Is that like suburban music?
It's Zillakami and Sos Mula.
Yeah. Okay, I get it.
I really like City Morgue, though. I'll say that.
But like, yeah, it's definitely for
It's not for them niggas.
Yeah.
And niggas that see I saw too, it's like niggas get Vlone shirts and they start taking
Vlone.
Vlone, V-Lone, whatever. Niggas get Vlone shirts and they start taking ass pics.
What is that?
Because they take pictures like towards their back so you can see the V.
Oh, the V.
Like, they just start taking booty pictures.
V-Lone made the French shirts too, right?
Yeah.
Like Friends.
Friends, yeah.
Those are stupid.
The pieces, I will say the pieces aren't easy to get, like the jackets, like the shit.
No, I like the hats with the all around.
Yeah, that shit's
The
crazy.
hats with the all around.
But that
letters are
shit's
cool.
so hard to get. And like the forces are hard. The
Who
black and orange forces are cool.
was that? Virgil?
No, it was Barry.
So,
It's a
Barry.
Barry.
Oh, A$AP Bar. You're right.
Yeah.
And this is one of those things where like I'll talk about Virgil, I'll talk about Jerry Lorenzo all day, but like A$AP Bari is like one of those guys who like I feel like if I were to say anything disrespectful, he would legitimately like come back. You know, like Jerry Lorenzo, Virgil, they're not gonna acknowledge
Don't
me.
give a shit. Virgil's seen it all at this point.
Yeah.
As long as no white woman talk shit, he's good.
But like I feel like if you disrespect A$AP Bari, like you can expect to
Niggas
hear
you gonna get an Instagram. I mean, yeah, somebody he just got in a Twitter Instagram beef recently.
with who?
Some
This nigga got no bitches. Everyone laugh at him. Yeah, I'm not famous.
no,
I'm not friends with A$AP Rocky.
A stylist for
I'd have a lot more girls. if I was
NBA
friends with A$AP
stylist.
Rocky.
I didn't make the coolest shirts ever.
some guy was an NBA stylist.
Yeah.
He was there, ended up talking shit with each other. Like, oh, this. He was like, whoever put this fit together is ass, and he reposted the NBA player's fit, like walking into the tunnel. He had on this like crazy yarn mask. Like it was like a hoodie,
Yeah.
but it was like a ski mask.
Okay.
It was like knitted. It was.
Was it V-Lone?
No, it was some random brand, and he was like, "Whoever put this on this guy is at like doesn't know how to dress, and he can't." Well, I ain't gonna say that.
He can't dress.
Yeah.
Who is it?
I'm talking about Barry's not a great dresser.
Oh, well, yeah.
It's not for me. Like
Yeah.
he pulls
He's
it
a
off.
fashion killer.
I mean, here's the thing. I don't mind fashion. I'm not a fashion person. If I could afford it, I would. But my thing about fashion has always been like, how can you clown someone about that when 90% of it comes down to money?
Yeah.
It's like you can clown someone for being broke first, I guess. But like,
Some of the best dressed niggas I know don't spend a lot of money.
just because they got it though, like it's about responsibility, I guess.
Well, there's one thing.
Not to be in my white Suburban bag, but it's like
one time Tyler said years ago that like he's like, I don't like fashion, I like design. Like I like the way things look. I don't care about the industry or like.
I would agree with that.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%.
But it's like when a person calls you out for not having designer or drip, it's like if you get bitches.
Yeah, you know what I'm imagining? I'm imagining like the kid wearing joggers and like
yeah.
3 sizes too big Yeezys with the laces all the way tied.
Right. And it's like they wouldn't get girls without that stuff. It's like if you can get girls or whatever you want without that stuff.
Yeah, niggas will wear anything if they can get bitches in it.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I mean, I actually enjoy like fashion, so I wouldn't.
I enjoy fashion too, but like I can't clown someone unless if their fit is like terrible. I'll clown them, but like it's just one of those things where I could never get on someone for it because I know 99% of it comes down to money these days, especially.
Yeah,
That's the thing about like streetwear and fashion too. It's elevated to the point now where it's inseparable from like luxury. Like you can't afford a t-shirt anymore. Remember the point where streetwear was like attainable?
Well,
like,
there was a
Stussy
point.
and shit, like
Yeah.
that level.
Yeah, and it
mean,
was just
yeah.
rare. Like it was limited releases and like.
But the separation is so crazy now. Like remember when the hundreds
so much
was
shit,
cool?
the rare shit is
Yeah,
just
okay.
impossible to get, so you have to pay resale.
Yeah. But it's like, do I even want it at that point?
Yeah,
No.
Now the new game, like the middle tier game, is merch.
Well, or thrifting, like finding cool shit. And
Yeah. It's like thrifting or
Yeah,
merch.
I mean, like I can tell you, like this is just a Ice Cube T-shirt, and then like this was like $30 on Grail.
But what was the Ice Cube t-shirt from?
My mom, I don't know. My mom gets something for Christmas.
That's what I'm saying. Like middle tier fashion is dead now unless it's merchandise or it's like Max said, thrifting. Like there's no streetwear brand. I don't know. I digress. I want to talk about though. Oh, we didn't even introduce the show. Yo, thank you for tuning in. Welcome back.
Hi, everyone.
Welcome back to Shameless Plug, everybody. Thank you for being here with us. We are so happy to have you because this is season 4, baby. If you haven't checked it out already, check out Between the Green. It's probably dated by now, but there'll be another episode up. So when that goes up,
by now.
check.
Nothing that's that. I mean, I talked about the playoffs, which haven't happened.
By the time I post it.
Oh.
So let me finish the intro. Thank you.
Sorry.
So by the time this episode is posted, the first episode of Between the Green might be dated, but there'll be a second episode up. So check it out. But yeah, we're really glad to have you here for 2021. We did have an episode that we recorded. Yeah. That messed up. And so that might release later at some point with the audio.
Ooh, a hidden app?
Yeah, one for the archives. But for now,
OnlyFans?
Yeah, when we start our OnlyFans, we'll post it. But for now, it's in the locker. Let's see. We got a lot of cool stuff planned for 2021. Besides Between the Green, we have another special surprise that I can't even say it now. But
Don't
see.
even.
Y'all will see. When it's ready, it's ready. And then on top of that, we got a new playlist coming out. And we got we're gonna rep the set. Like we said with the merch, we're gonna rep the set. We got some of the top tier designers working on our stuff. That's why we kind of started the show on the designer tip. Yeah, that's exactly it. I'm not saying we have Jerry. I'm not saying we have Virgil.
But there is a V-Lone collab.
Right. It's in the works. What do you think the odds are that we could get away with just putting a giant V on the back of our shit?
That'd be awesome if we could do that.
Will we get sued? Yeah, we get sued.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By V-Lone Incorporated.
Can we put essentials on there? Like, could we just put the word essentials on our shirt?
I'm sure if we do it the same way he did it, no.
All he did was just, yeah.
But you know what I mean.
I guess. He owns sans serif fonts. Jerry Lorenzo. Whatever.
I love how you knew what font that was off top.
What if we did
sans serif just means it doesn't have the tails.
That's horny.
What if we did like, the off-white diagonal thing?
No, sure.
Yeah, the old shit they used to do.
Yeah, we should just do it the other way, and then it's fine.
Hated that.
Oh, the X?
I'm glad he doesn't do that.
Dude, that was whack.
That was weak as fuck.
Yeah,
I never
It was one of them that was sweet, but the X was like this, like, it had like stuff in it. I don't know how to explain
it. I know what you're talking about. I hated that. But yeah.
And Pyrex Vision.
Not even going down that.
Yeah,
not even going down
that. Was dark. That was that was like the Yeezus era.
Yeah, we're good on that. But that's why we're talking about designers, because our merch is in the works, baby. And when it comes out, you'll see it on the baddest bitches. Hopefully.
All the fine guys.
Yeah, but that's gonna drop. So stay tuned. Hang with us for 2021 because we're on the come up. We're going to cool places, and we would love to take you with us.
Wow.
But
what's up? I was like, before we start, me and Max were talking about something. You told us we were gonna wait to talk about. And it was a good argument.
Go ahead.
So we're talking about arcades.
Oh my god! I thought you guys were going to talk about the guys.
There we go. I would have gotten.
See, this is like one of those conversations me and Max has that's perfect for this, and we held it for you.
Okay.
So
no, please go off.
No, I'm fucking with you.
You're welcome.
Please.
So we were talking. All right. How did it start?
You were talking about. There's a cool arcade you went to. I think in
North Carolina. Yeah. And it was really cool. I had like go karts and all that stuff. And then we got to talk about Zap Zone and how we both. Don't really enjoy Zap Zone minus the no running thing.
Yeah, that sucks. You can't run in this laser tag.
Yeah, because at times it's just instinctive.
You just have to like walk fast.
And I still don't understand the point system. Like, does shooting the bases really give you points? Because there's games I've done that the whole time and I don't get points.
And you should be able to pick your name, like being called like Batman or
the names.
They used to have something where you could like get a custom card.
Oh, that's right. You could do that.
Yeah, but like, what kind of that's like for fat kids.
That's insane.
Like, yeah. Anyway, we're talking about how we enjoy Zap Zone. Does the one out there have the go-kart?
I don't think so.
Okay, there's another one that does.
There is, you're right.
Yeah. Anyway, and then we were talking about how Dave and Buster sucks, basically.
Yeah. Well, I was just saying because my job where I was a camp counselor, I took the kids there. I didn't.
How old were these kids?
No more than 11.
Okay.
So I never been there before, and it's just like it's not fun. It's just like it doesn't feel fun.
I feel like arcades are one of those things that have always been more fun in theory.
No, I don't know, because we went to the Pinball Pizza in East Lansing was fun, and I always liked those when I was a kid.
I was trying to say I think it's more fun in theory because you get there and you realize how expensive it is. Pinball Pizza actually has.
That's why Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah, it was fun.
Shit.
What?
Chuck E. Cheese is the shit. Because it's like unlimited games for a certain amount of time.
Yeah,
it used to be just a quarter a game.
Yeah, and the dinosaur running game was the best one.
Yeah.
I remember that game. That was fun.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah. I used to be terrified of the animatronic.
Oh, I hated it. Yeah.
Animatronic wasn't terrible, but to me, the one when he came out and walked around in the suit, that's the one that fucked me up.
The food's actually good now too.
Yeah, Pasquale's Pizza.
I've never had it, but
All right.
I want to talk about that real quick. How we were all terrified of the animatronic.
Yeah, well,
Do you think that has to do with ADD
You know what?
and having a wild imagination?
There's a study. All right, you remember Polar Express, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you don't
Okay.
like that either.
A lot of kids are scared of it because it looks too fucking real.
It's
uncanny.
the uncanny valley. That's like the concept of something that's human-like.
Yeah.
Something's off.
But you know it's
Yeah,
not
that
human.
really. That's like my. I don't want to say fear, but that's like what takes me off the
But
most.
that messes you two up, right,
Yeah.
Gabe?
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say. I think
That's my
people
thing.
who excel at podcasting have some form of ADHD or ADD.
Oh, clearly ill.
Well, not ill. Let's not say that. I just think there's clearly an attention span thing that lets people with shorter ones excel at it. And so I think when you have an imagination that can run wild, I think you're more prone to be scared of things like animatronics in movies, but also simultaneously being good at podcasting.
I wasn't scared of Polar Express.
I was really scared.
Okay,
just
but you were
don't
scared
like-
of the animatronics.
Oh
No,
sure.
I'll tell you what I was scared of really bad.
So
Right over there, the Detroit Historical Museum, in the bottom floor.
Oh, the basement. with
Yeah,
the-
had the Detroit of the 1800s, and they had the mannequins behind
wax
the
ones.
windows. Yeah, and they were like far enough away where you look, and maybe they're human. You like look in this corner of your eye,
right, if you weren't staring at it, you
and
could
it was
mistake
like
it for
the
a human.
ceiling was dark,
Yeah,
but it was still light, so it felt kind of
like
eerie.
the brick floor. And
Yeah,
it's, Now it's really cool. It's
Yeah,
actually
I haven't
cool.
been there in years, but that scared the shit out of me. Like the hair always
The
got
hair.
me.
no, museums are really scary.
I just remember the
I
barbershop.
would agree with that.
Yes,
That one very
Yes.
specifically. I don't remember anything else.
you're right. Oh
I
my
remember
God.
the barbershop one very specifically. I remember
Scared
what the guy
hell
looked
out of me.
like. I
Yeah,
remember
the mustache.
the mustache and the little fro. And
I don't think I've been there.
Oh my
Anyway,
God.
I don't know that.
so you want to know my thing with Dave and Buster's? That
What's
I think
up?
you realize it.
What's up?
It's not for kids. What it is,
No.
what it's for is for college people who want to drink and just have a good time.
Yeah.
It's not for kids. It's not like to be an arcade. It's for the food and the drinking. And the food's actually
alright.
pretty okay.
It's all right.
It's a little overpriced. The drinks, like the cool drinks, are good.
Well, all the games
Well, you
too are
can
like
get liquor there too, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm
can.
saying.
Yeah.
They have like cool alcoholic drinks and cool
Yeah.
like the one I would get would be like the one with like the candy and shit in it.
yeah,
Right.
if
Pretty
you were
good.
if you were of age, you would get that.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, all the games are like licensed movie games. It's like Terminator Salvation, the game.
That's what I was trying to say earlier about Pinball Pete's versus like Dave and Buster's
That's
type
like a-
arcades.
Indie place type shit.
Right. If you're more of like a low key old school arcade, it's fun. But if you go to these new age like millennial arcades where they
suck.
serve beer and shit, they're terrible
Well,
because
there's a
everything's
couple-
expensive.
There's two downtown.
Oh, there are?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, there's one over Checker Bar, and then there's one Ready Player One. And me and my dad go there all the time. Like we'll go to like Checker Bar to get pizza, and then like cause upstairs at Checker
That's
Bar has,
such a
like,
dad
burgers
thing
and
to
shit.
do.
Yeah, me and my
Yeah.
dad will go there, and they have like the older games.
Oh, hell yeah.
And like they got like a bunch of TVs, so you can like while you're eating your food, you can
That's
watch.
pretty sweet.
That's awesome.
And we had like
Yeah.
my mom's 40th like little birthday, like surprise birthday thing there.
Yeah.
And it's a dope place. Like I said, it's all older games for the
Yeah.
most part.
That's
the-
that's fun though.
The
I love
pinball
those
games are newer, but
Mhm.
it's pinball. Like who gives a shit?
Yeah.
And then they got like NBA Jam. They got
Oh,
cool
yeah.
games like that.
That's cool.
And then Ready Player One's a similar thing. The food at Ready Player One's better, but the arcade experience is worse.
Huh.
I just think
I do the trade off. I do a better arcade for worse food.
I would too. I just
But a
think
lot of the games are similar though. Like it's not that different.
I think it's very easy for an arcade to become something that's just a complete cash grab.
Oh, 100%.
Like, no
it already
charm.
was, but
Yeah.
you know.
But there's like still a charming aspect when the games are older.
What were your favorite games at the arcades, Xavier?
Skee ball, obviously.
Really? Yeah, that was your favorite.
Skee ball was always fun.
What about Time Crisis?
Skee ball, no.
No?
I don't give
Time
a
Crisis used to be a shit.
I don't give a shit about shooting.
I used to
guns.
play the basketball one all the time.
Street Fighter too.
basketball. Street Fighter was
Street
cool.
Fighter, they had Capcom vs. Marvel.
Remember
Yeah, it was
when we were
fun,
little,
but-
your grandma had like the basketball thing in her basement?
Heck yeah,
Bro, I used
man.
to play that shit all the time.
Dude.
Those were the days.
Dude, I miss that house. Have you guys been to Plymouth ever?
Plymouth?
That's where they lived in Plymouth.
I mean,
Michigan.
gotta-
other than when they were there, I don't think
Yeah, I
so.
got
If you-
a table set from there.
For those who don't listen that live in Michigan, Plymouth, Michigan is a very like white town.
Yeah.
But not in like a
It's not that bad.
it's like a boring white, but it's not bad.
Like a cookie cutter white.
Yeah, cookie cutter white town. But
little
it's
bit.
probably like the best place to have like a grandparent have a house.
yeah,
You know,
Yeah,
that's like
low-key.
the city.
Low-key,
It's
that
full
was-
of grandparents.
Yeah, that was a lot of good memories.
Yeah.
Me and you screwing around.
That's pretty cool.
I remember
miss
he
that.
made me cry. It was something to do. Like we were hosing each other with water, and he like grabbed me, he just like put it in my face. And I started crying.
Why would you expose my psychopathic tendencies?
Bro, we're little kids, bro. You're like,
Did I do that? I like
You were
choked
like
you?
7. I was like, what, 4? Yeah, it was like we were really
It's pretty
little.
evil. That's pretty evil.
Damn.
But what's the conclusion? Dave and Buster's versus Zap Zone. What's the conclusion?
Zap Zone's better.
Okay.
But
Much better.
Dave and Buster's, it depends on who you're going with.
Maybe.
If you're going with like people who don't give a shit about the games, and you're just going.
No,
with,
I went with these kids love the games.
That's what I'm saying. If you're going with people who don't care, I'd go to Dave and Buster's.
Okay.
But again, also places where you use a card.
Yeah,
it's points instead of like a money value.
Terrible.
Hate it.
It can't equate. Like, what is 500 points?
Yeah, you're making a budget with your tokens.
No,
yeah,
it's
with your
terrible.
points, and so that used to screw.
Taking
up.
I'm
There was
refinancing
some
my.
I swear, actually, I think it was when we were on the way to that place in Ohio. I was telling you guys about.
Oh yeah.
There was some NPR thing talking about like the business of arcades, and that specifically, like why they started doing that, and how like they just like confuse the shit out of you and make you spend money.
No, it's terrible. It's all a money grab. And we're not like I'm stupid enough to not be able to keep track of my points.
Yeah,
But I'm not stupid enough
to just keep paying money.
Or to ignore the fact that this sucks.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, the games aren't even fun.
Dave and Buster's is a decent date place though.
I can see that.
Just because of the food aspect in Zap Zone, but it's also expensive. So
And also,
you
like,
gotta
if you
really
tell a
you gotta
girl,
actually like her.
if you tell a girl we're going to Dave and Buster's, she's not gonna look at you crazy. If you tell a girl we're going
Go
to
to
Zap
Zap
Zone, shit's through,
You're like owner and laser tag.
dude. Oh my god, I did go to Zap Zone with my girlfriend once.
Did you?
If you
Yeah.
guys are already dating, it's not as big.
Yeah,
a deal.
yeah. I was
If
about
you
to
guys
Yeah.
are already in a serious relationship, it's like fuck it, let's go to
Yeah,
Zap Zone.
And it was a
a-
double date, so it wasn't weird.
There was a
Okay,
place
yeah.
in Lansing. I don't know if you know Xavier.
What's up?
The place in Lansing that had it was a bowling alley, and then they had some like they had like the VR thing where you like hold the gun and you walk
I
around.
think that's where
I
we
want
went.
that.
That's where you
bro.
went?
I
Yeah.
want to play that.
That was alright.
Yeah, it's fun, but like,
Is that VR thing fun? I've
Nah,
seen
not
it. It's
really.
like the little
I-
treadmill thing.
No,
Thing
it's
in
like
the-
it comes from the ceiling and you put it around your head, and then you can only turn around in a circle. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
There's
it's
one where
like,
it's like a treadmill. You can like run on the treadmill and you have the gun.
no, it's similar to you guys are thinking of a similar thing, but he's talking about the 360 treadmill.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, so you like perpetually walk. I've never used it, so
That's
I don't
what
know.
that's what I was talking about. Yeah,
But the thing about Lansing is anything's fun there.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what
just
they put
because
there.
it's better than.
Yeah, it's just something to do, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
It lowers your standards. Is that what you're saying of what fun is?
Yeah, it's like you have nothing to compare it to. You know, what
Yeah.
else?
I went to
Okay.
the Dave and Buster's in Times Square, and I expected it to be like the most busy. And it was like 2 days before Christmas,
Mm-hmm.
and I expected it to be the most busy place on earth, and it wasn't. It was like nobody there.
Times
was
Square.
weird. Shout out New York.
Shout out New York for real. There's a lot of like we're talking like it was a slow news week.
Yeah, that's
It
true.
wasn't. We're just talking about anything.
It's
So-
one of the biggest news weeks in a while.
The whole reason we're recording the show on a weekday and not on the weekend is because you guys wanted to talk about everything going on
Yeah,
in
I think we should
DC.
talk about it.
Yeah.
I don't want to be the one to introduce it because I feel like you guys are probably better suited for that. But I just wanted to make sure you get that out
Yeah.
Either
before
one
we
is
go
fair.
on a tangent.
I
I was
mean-
watching it live, baby.
I was working, so I didn't see it, but
Well, I think it should be explained too in case someone listens a year later to the show.
yeah, I mean, if in
They
case
don't
you
know.
forgot, a year from now, a bunch of supposed Trump supporters, I guess they probably are really though, they stormed the Capitol building in Washington D.C. where Congress is held.
It's not the White House. A lot of people confuse it with the
Yeah,
White
a lot
House.
of
No,
people.
it's
are
not the
confused.
White House.
People didn't realize that.
No.
It's also not the Capitol with an A. It's the Capitol.
Capitol.
Yeah,
People
that
don't
was-
even know the difference between those two. I didn't even learn until like 2 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's not that bad.
Looking back at my group chat, I spelled it both ways.
Yeah.
I just
Well, I mean, the people stormed the Capitol building, broke windows. The Congress people were all like in bunkers hiding. They stole some shit out of the
Pelosi's desk.
the hall. Yeah, Pelosi's desk.
At the time of recording, 4 people are dead,
Yeah,
68 injured. And
Yeah.
I didn't know about this because we were eating Wendy's, but 3 hours ago, not even 3 hours. Yeah, Trump issued a thing saying that Biden will be confirmed on the 20th and that his priority now is ensuring a smooth transition of power.
Okay.
He's done saying the election was rigged, essentially.
all right. I mean,
I
we'll see.
watched the message on the toilet. He's clearly reading a teleprompter. And he has his gesticulation, the way his hand and head is moving is so forced.
Yeah,
You can tell he didn't want to do this, but
Oh, you can tell when it's real Donnie, when it's like
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
off the rails. But
yeah, this
I'm sure
time
it's
it
supposed
was totally teleprompter. So at the time of recording, Trump he's done with his campaign. So at least that's over. But at what cost? Because this is what happened yesterday with rushing the Capitol is the type of shit you would read about in a history book in class, like in middle school and high
Yeah.
school. And you'd be like, these niggas, man, what were they on? What were they doing?
I think
And living through it is weird.
I feel like I should mention part of it was Georgia, the state of Georgia.
that's true.
A Democrat won the Senate and Congress.
Yeah,
Right.
no, both. There were 2 Senate seats up for
I'm sorry,
election.
2 Senate. Why did I say
and the
Congress? What the fuck?
Democrats won both, upseating 2 Republicans, and then it's the South. It's Georgia. There's the first black senator there, and for like maybe ever. I don't
Ever.
know.
And
Ever.
it's the first one in a Confederate state.
That's huge.
in America.
Yeah,
Yeah,
huge.
holy
Raphael
shit.
Warnick, he's a cool guy. Ossoff won too.
Went
So
to Morehouse. Shout out to AUC. He went to Morehouse. You know.
there you go. And yeah, it's just like it is surreal. I remember it like it was yesterday. I was working and I guess my phone was buzzing and like I'm not allowed to look at my phone at work, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
And I was working and someone who was coming from their lunch break came and was like, "They're storming the Capitol, everyone." And then a lady was like, "No politics on the work floor. We have to be working."
Oops.
No, so I didn't know about it until like it had already happened.
The funny thing about that story is you said the lady was how old? Like she's young.
like maybe 2 years older than me.
That's so accurate. Like
Yeah.
she's white, right?
Yeah.
No offense, but like get over yourself. Like if you can't talk about storming the Capitol because that's political, you clearly have Trump supporting parents or a Trump
something. Yeah.
Yeah.
This shows matches for the culture because he didn't even mention that Ossoff is the first Jewish one in Georgia history.
All right.
Is he really?
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know that.
I'm not a huge fan of Ossoff.
I will say this: I watched this live. I was in my mom's. I think I don't know, Xavier. Did you watch this happen live? Like when it first started?
I was right here in
Oh.
the seat
Anyway.
watching it on that TV.
Oh, so I'm watching it live when
Yeah.
it first started. It was like they hadn't got it in yet, and it was clear they were trying to. And then you see like this hallway. My mom's been in the Capitol building before, so she knows about it. And like the security is insane. And obviously these people didn't go through security. Like I mean, they got bombs in, and I'm sure a lot of them had firearms and everything. They get into this one room, and at first they're just walking around.
Yeah.
And we're like, and there's like 10 cops there. It feels like I'm like,
Yeah.
all right, what's happening?
Uh-huh.
And everything was postponed. It was clear to me they allowed this. This was like planned, like they wanted this to happen.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go out of my way and say it was planned, but an interesting thing I read was that area of DC has more cops per capita than like anywhere else on the planet.
I'd imagine, yeah.
If you count like just the local cops, you count
There's,
DC, federal, you count the CIA.
I know in every federal building there's snipers.
Of course, yeah. There's
So-
people like on roofs across the street. The point is that's a heavily guarded, armed area that they seem to have penetrated with ease.
Part of it was, and there's a video of these guys like going up to this cop, and he's like backing up, and he runs back, and people are like, "Why aren't you shooting?" And like, when
that
people
guy was
ask,
black
when people ask,
in that clip,
right?
Yeah.
But when people ask, "Why aren't you shooting?" Like, I don't want anybody listening who isn't as informed to think, "Well, why do you want police brutality now? Why do you want police to kill people now?"
Right.
We're saying it from the perspective of like, well, if you can do it, then do saying
Yeah.
don't do it. If
I
you're not gonna
think-
do it for them, don't do it for us. Is what we're trying to say. But I'm saying all this to say the cop is backing up. The reason in that situation, a few of these other situations, they didn't do anything, it's because they're outnumbered, and like they don't want to
I
like
just want to
start.
apologize because of the fart I just let out and I just smelled it. So if it reaches you
God damn
guys, try to act like you don't smell it.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna mention it as loud as possible.
Yeah,
Sorry.
if it's there, I'm gonna say something.
Okay. But anyway, no, it's clear most black people, most people in general don't want cops to murder anyone.
No.
Right.
No.
When
Willingly.
we say that,
But I think when people say that, it's just to point out the blatant hypocrisy.
Yeah.
No,
Exactly,
this is, and I've seen a lot of takes on Twitter. And
Hey, yo, speaking of Twitter, sorry to cut you off because I don't want to cut anyone off on a very serious note. But
Go
like
ahead.
everyone from high school and college and following me on Twitter, you're exposing yourselves. And just to say this too, one of the people who got like captured on camera, one of the Proud Boys, has a black wife.
Yeah.
Fuck you. And fuck everyone who's unfollowing me. No, okay, I actually don't care if you unfollow me on Twitter. But my point is,
Go on. You interrupted me.
I'm going off. My point is, fuck you, man.
Yeah.
Because this shit is not one of those things where you can have a side that they're both equal.
No, that's what I was gonna say.
no, and comparing it to Black Lives Matter.
That's what I'm saying. And when your fucking mixed race kid is in school in 50 years and reads about this in a
50
history,
years from now, they'll be in school.
I don't know. Okay, sorry.
the fuck.
15, I meant. Years from
Kid
now
has
in school reading
kid has
about this, and they go up to you and they ask, like, Daddy, what side of history was I on? You're going to have to look at him in the eyes and say, I unfollowed Xavier. Therefore, you're on the wrong.
Back when Shameless is like what Disney is now, when we're Disney,
Yeah.
yeah.
But my point is, I'm very tired of this being a divisive topic amongst people that I know personally, because this is one of the most blatant scenes of there's clearly a wrong, there's clearly a right.
Yeah. This is what I was gonna say was, a lot of takes on Twitter, and even from some people I kind of, not maybe politically, but I respect them as like, funny people, whatever.
Yeah.
Saying, an unarmed woman was shot dead by police, and it's not getting the same kind of responses of Black Lives Matter protesters.
And this is referring to the woman who was shot in the neck.
Yeah, she was shot in the neck and she died.
She was the first person pronounced dead from the riot.
Yeah, I mean,
her pack's strong.
Shit.
Okay.
Some exotic.
Yeah. What was I
the
saying?
opposite of exotic. Some domestic. Some extremely plain white domestic.
Smoking domestic.
Put that in the wood. It's just sparking.
Anyway. Smoking local.
Smoking Karen.
Smoking locals.
No, I was saying is creating a kind of a false equivalency between these people. And it's like, it's a long conversation and it can get heady, but I think the real point overall is like context is important.
Yep.
And someone getting shot by police while they're supposed to be, at the very least, not being killed, at least respectfully arrested or something like that, is not the same as someone doing literally incursion, like literal treason.
And let's think of it this way.
She was running in. Like, all right, if I tried running in there, they'd shoot me.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's think of it this way.
I mean, there was a woman who I don't know if she like tried going through like the thing to like make a U-turn, like one of the buildings, so like the gate was open. Or she like
I know what you're talking about. This was in DC.
Yeah, she like backed in and so like went to the Capitol building and she got shot like 6 times.
Yeah, and her daughter was in the car with her.
And her daughter was in the back seat.
But that's the point I want to make too. Like a lot of the times, the examples of the black people dying from the cops, they never went out seeking the cops.
No.
A lot of the times the cops came to them and escalated the situation.
And even then, part of it too is like, along with the conversation of people dying at the hands of police, it's like you also, when it's Black Lives Matter kind of stuff, you want due justice. You want people to be charged with a fucking crime.
Yeah, no one wants death to be the penalty for every crime in this country.
No. Right.
I mean, I'm against the death penalty as a whole.
Yeah, me too. I mean, there's just so much context people just are intentionally blind to in this.
You want to know what it is too? At the very deep down bottom of these people's hearts?
What?
They're racist.
Yeah. And
they want people to be racist with them at the most, or to like them and ignore the fact that they're racist like people used to, like even 5 years ago. Well, that's part of the reason why these kids, like who follow us and me on Twitter, see me wilding out. They're like, they get fed up with being called out for being racist because a few years ago it was okay to be racist.
And a lot of it too is,
it still is okay.
There's a lot of conversations also about like what kind of racism someone can be and all that shit. And like, I'm not even going to get into that because I think that's kind of pointless. But a lot of racism comes from just, I am the best and I should be able to do whatever I want all the time.
Yeah.
And if I'm the best, other people have to be lesser than me. And that's where I think a lot of shit comes from. And that's what all these people protesting and not protesting, all the people,
rioting,
rushing the Capitol building and like,
I'm
not even going to say domestic terrorism because that's an iffy thing, but at the very least,
this is the clearest form of terrorism there is. They literally attacked the head of, while they were trying to confirm Biden's win.
Yeah.
That's not. There's no gray area.
This is literal terrorism.
This was
they left a bomb in there.
Extremely political.
They did leave a bomb.
Even then, like terrorism. The definition of terrorism is, I forget exactly.
No, and also now I think about it, it's like not these people aren't going to be ever charged with like terrorism or encouraged. They're not going to be charged with anything like this. So it's only colloquially that we're referring to people as terrorists.
Yeah.
So I guess who cares?
I feel like some people. The guy who was sitting on Pelosi's desk with his feet up and he took a.
He was wearing this exact. He was
what
wearing
were
this
you
exact.
doing yesterday?
What was I doing?
Yeah, I was making a joke that it was you.
Oh, by the way, for those listening and not watching on YouTube, the guy sitting on Nancy Pelosi's desk was wearing the exact same flannel jacket that Max is wearing on my sofa right now. Yeah.
So anyway,
Max saw a good business opportunity and bought it off of him. That's what I'm getting at.
Like you don't want them to catch you in that.
But you were asking what Max was doing during that?
No, I was making a joke because I was like, was that actually him?
Oh, you could have been him.
But I was saying that dude, like he stole a letter from Pelosi's desk. Like he's going to get charges. And you got to think Biden and his new attorney general are going to be the ones giving these people charges.
And this is all federal.
Also,
so they're fucked.
I was just reading before we started filming. Apparently, a group of people were looking for Chuck Schumer's office, who's the Senate, I guess, majority leader at this point.
Yep, he is.
And the cops pointed it out to him.
Yeah.
That way. You want to go that way. There's videos of cops taking pictures with protesters.
I don't want it long because this has been said to death on Twitter, but clearly Black Lives Matter protesters and everyone else doesn't get the same treatment that.
No, and the point of saying that is to say that these cops are not some objective force for law and order. They have intentions. They have bias. They have goals even. This shit is intentional.
They have agendas.
Agenda.
Yeah.
It's not saying, oh, well, woe is me. Look at me. If I were in this situation, it's none of that. It's pointing out not even hypocrisy. It's pointing out a blatant agenda. You're right that these people have.
Yeah,
and they have power over you,
and it's encouraged.
Yeah,
yeah, and like they don't want you to be like people always say like they're good cops. Good cops can fix the system. That's actively discouraged from a lot of the things I read and hear about.
Yeah.
So yeah. Very, very sad, sinister, tricky system.
It's very dark. It was a very there were some funny moments for sure. I'm not gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, some of the memes.
Yeah, but it was just like a very. Another thing too is these are the same people who 6 months ago, when a Target in Minneapolis was being looted, lost their shit, arming themselves, defending private property. Yep. That same mentality also did lead to three people's deaths in Kenosha, Wisconsin. The kid who killed people for private property trespassing, whatever the fuck. But these people are they're
that Rittenhouse kid.
Yeah. These people are now trespassing one of the oldest buildings in the country. And I'm not saying you should you can't criticize people in power. You should absolutely, but it's so blatantly hypocritical.
Well, this pointed out something. This whole situation pointed out something me and my mom have been saying, and I'm not saying we came up with this at all. I'm sure this is everybody, but these right-wing people, I don't even want to say Republican, these right-wing people they hate black people more than they like anything. They're not even these motherfuckers hate America. They hate America.
Yeah.
They shit on everything, but they hate when a black guy effectively agrees with them in that sense. Not about why they hate America, but they hate when a guy like Kaepernick, or they hate anything like that. That whenever we speak out, they hate whenever we speak out, and so they're gonna go anti that. They don't actually care about blue lives, quote unquote, because they're beating the shit out of cops.
Yeah,
you smell the fart. Oh, you were just staring at me. I thought you smelled.
Nah,
it
hasn't.
Anyway, sorry.
It hasn't.
It also, we should say, is a Wendy's chili fart.
Yeah, this nigga ordered Wendy's chili
because if you don't know, I like to hit a certain goal of protein for the day, and that was the closest thing that hit.
Gotta eat some pussy.
Anyway, yes, I do. I'm just kidding, but no, for real though. Yeah, these people don't even like the country they're in.
No, they despise everything. They're just so hateful. They're
and let's be honest too. Like a lot of the things that they like, or a lot of things that they need and want, come from a form of socialism. I know that word is scary, but they need a lot of assistance from the government, and a lot of it. What these people?
I don't know if all these people are poor, they're poor Southerners or poor.
You know what's also crazy?
No, they're not all poor, but everyone's fucked. That's not a 1%er, right?
Yeah.
They're sad about being disenfranchised, right? No, am I wrong?
No,
I think they've convinced themselves they are. I think
they think they are. They think they are.
Yeah.
What do you think these demographics are?
Why they voted for Trump? Why do we think what?
So if these people aren't
I think they're people who are mad that there's a black couple in a soup commercial. I think any chipping away at their perceived power infuriates them to the point of murder.
Well, that's what also I was trying to play into, that a lot of these people would benefit from a lot of the systems in place that the left would want.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that the reason they're not going to do that or vote for that is because black people and other minorities would also get that.
Yeah, that's true.
That's why I was trying to say, if we were a country that wasn't diverse and had all white people, everyone would vote in their best interest. Like Florida, when they voted to raise their minimum wage.
Yeah.
They did that while also simultaneously voting for Trump.
Right.
That's what I meant. If this country was not diverse, it would run so much more smooth and with everyone's best interest in mind. But other people would rather see their perceived enemies suffer, even if it means they're suffering too.
Well, I mean, you look at it people, they love saying America first. And even, I think a lot of people have America first policies to an extent when it comes to getting involved in foreign shit that isn't a threat to us and that's none of our business.
Yeah.
But when you're saying, okay, so let's pull out of this and use that money to help out, poor people, fix schools, pay for college, whatever. Yeah. Then they're like, whoa.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They should be, the only reason they're not pissed at the military for taking all of our money is because the alternative is worse to them.
Yeah.
Which is black kids going to a decent school.
And they also just worship violence. They love the military. They love the thought of, part of the reason they goddamn arm themselves to the teeth like they do is because they wish someone would try them. I really do think
they want a black person.
They want to kill people so bad.
Mm-hmm.
They love it's so
black
primal. Yeah, I mean not them. I mean they want to kill others, but
I'm thinking in a perfect world, it's a black guy.
Oh yeah.
Fits their narrative.
Probably. Yeah.
But these people don't have real beliefs. Clearly,
No,
because even people who were saying all this back the blue bullshit were defending. They were either beating the shit out of cops or defending the people who were beating the shit out of cops yesterday. So it's like, where do you stand? And they don't even align with Trump necessarily, because when Trump was saying, "All right, y'all go home," they were like, "Fuck you." Like it's to the point now where it's not about Trump. Like it's Trump. Like if Trump went out there and said some shit, like I guess what they're doing, like, no, stop. They would probably try to beat the shit out of him. Like these people are so pissed.
They want any excuse to just be violent. I really do think that.
Yeah, and Trump is just their excuse right now. Trump is their leader, reason for doing it.
Yeah,
exactly.
You know, I want to talk about this because it's prescient and obviously just happened. But I also think this is the most revealing thing that these people have done, even more than like storming capitals, I guess, a few months ago when COVID hit, really, or even more than kind of responses to like Black Lives Matter protests. I just in recent memory, this is the most like, you know, mask off moment for them.
It's indefensible.
It's indefensible, truly.
And
it's what they think. It's not like, oh, they were agitated. Oh, well, bad actors. These are what these people think and act on and believe. Yeah. And they showed it to you right to your face.
What's crazy to me about all of this, too, is that Trump really did this without giving so much as a second thought to his like kids and family. Like, obviously, he's old. He won't be around forever. But his kids have to carry that name.
Yeah.
That Trump name with them forever. And now, before yesterday, it was something that was at least politically divisive for obvious reasons. Now it's completely indefensible. It's treasonous. Yeah. I mean, Mike Pence unfollowed him on Twitter.
Oh, no.
His own VP.
Oh, no.
Mitch McConnell admonished him in front of, you know, all of Senate.
We cannot let hatred win.
I mean, yeah.
I was doing pretty good at that a few days ago.
The only person who was defending him was Ted Cruz, and even then, he's backtracking.
So there were
Ted Cruz's wife ugly.
Yes.
Yeah, he did. There were a lot of
and Ted
Republicans.
Didn't say anything about it.
If you guys don't know what Parler is, it's a social media site for right wingers, which sounds insane because it is. And
we're talking about that.
Yeah. There were a lot of actual representatives, Republican representatives, saying like, you know, support you guys, go, let's go.
Yeah.
Like
egging them on
in their accounts. Yeah. So it's treasonous, sure, but it's like it's not going away either.
Oh, no, and that's why we were saying before the show started that it's getting to the point now where people like us are really thinking about leaving America.
Yeah,
I am for sure.
Because another thing we were saying is this is obviously like the beginning. This isn't something that's going to go away. There's going to be more people like that Dylan Roof kid and just a bunch of other kids who are just going to shoot up a bunch of schools and just do a lot of crazy shit because they saw now that they have a real backing and following. And there really is nothing in place stopping them. And I don't want to like excite anyone who's listening to this or motivate anyone. But, like, once you spark something like this, you're not going to put it out immediately. Obviously, we're not going to have another state capital, knock on wood. We're not going to have another state capital rushing for a while at least, but these people now know that they're a real community. This was a precedent that they set, and they're going to be a presence in America forever.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I mean, yeah, and you know what's interesting? My mom said this to my grandfather. She told me yesterday might be the first time a Confederate flag was ever inside of the Capitol. Think about that for a second.
Yeah.
Because they didn't get closer than Virginia. Virginia was a Confederate state. That's as close as they got, which, I mean, it's right there. But you know what I'm saying. Yeah. They never got inside of D.C.
Nope.
And so that's a wild thought. You know what I'm saying? 100, almost, 200 years since the Civil War.
You know what?
Yeah.
I'm thinking about it, too. Yesterday was just like a very symbolic day, and I usually don't like that kind of shit, but everything fit. You know, it really, everything that happened was a symbol of something larger.
Yeah.
And scarier. I mean, it honestly, like, it's not good. It's just scary. I don't know. It's
I mean, I guess it's scary, I guess, but like I'm at the point now where I'm numb. Obviously, like
this is like one of the last straws for me in terms of like considering leaving the country. Because I mean, there's a lot of reasons to leave the country anyway. Whether it's education, you know, whatever.
Healthcare,
and specifically for me, if I have a family, I'd probably want them to be somewhere else. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, that's why. You see, I'm at the point now where I don't even want a family.
Yeah, I'm not. Even if I don't, like, if I have a family, I definitely will leave. Yeah. Now it's 50-50. Like when I graduate college.
Yeah.
If I get a good job opportunity elsewhere,
yeah, it'd be cool. Honestly,
yeah, I'm out.
I never was like that. I was just like, come on, let's just, you know, I like some parts of America are cool, I'm sure, but
well, it's another thing too when you see that these people are clearly thriving here.
Yeah.
Everyone else who's not on this side of history is getting fucked. Like everyone else who's protesting for, you know, better shit. Is getting killed or murdered or beaten.
You get like Google commercials.
That's what I'm saying. Like we see these people who feel disenfranchised in culture personally because there's like diversity everywhere now, and
Yeah,
everyone's
people
shitting on
and-
Trump on systemically, but like systemically, these people are thriving.
Of course.
I mean, these people get the jobs they want, albeit if they're qualified.
They
these
get the
people-
money from the government. A lot of these people that were showing on TV
Yeah.
they looked into it, had PPP loans, which were the loans that the government gave small businesses.
Yeah, I mean, and these people obviously were allowed to rush the Capitol building,
Yeah.
and they still get bitches. Anyone that acts like this that still gets hoes, it's like, excuse me. Anyone that acts like this that still has the opportunity to have sex with another human being, consensually. I mean, just consider yourself blessed, man. Because I mean, imagine if there were any other type of person doing that, they'd be sectioned off into society. Yeah, it's just crazy to me.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know. It's wild.
That's what I'm saying, man.
I just thought, like, honestly, so much of Trump's presidency has been a bunch of like headlines and look at the stupid thing he's just done, all that kind of stuff. This was the most where I felt like people weren't really bullshitting and they weren't doing like the whole orange man bad thing. You know what I'm saying? I just thought it
This
fit.
is one big build up. This is a build up to this.
Yeah, it's
Like,
wild.
very slow.
Yeah, and it's crazy because there's still COVID going on.
I was even like not super convinced about people saying the credibility of free elections is kind of gone. But I mean, these people stormed one of the highest buildings in the land.
And Trump lost by 7 million votes. We should clarify that.
Yeah. Oh, he also got his shit rocked.
Yeah, it wasn't even close.
After the fact.
Yeah, so it's not like this was actually something that could be disputed.
Yeah.
The only person fighting for him was like Ted Cruz. Maybe one other guy, Josh Hawley.
Josh Hawley,
Well,
Madison
Hawley's
Crowley too.
might be
Fuck
worse
that
than
guy.
Yeah,
Who was?
Hawley might be worse.
He is scum of the earth. He sucks.
yeah,
Madison Crowley, I think his name, sucks.
yeah.
Tom Cotton sucks. All these guys are terrible. Mitch McConnell is like slightly better, but that's not saying anything at all.
No, he's bad.
No, Mitch is bad, but
He just knows when to say the right thing about
yeah,
the guy.
Mitch knows how to play his role.
He's one of the most successful politicians in recent memory, but
Yeah,
what a bad guy.
yeah, he's terrible.
Yeah, it's dismaying, and like I'm thinking Montreal we decided I think was probably coolest.
Yeah, Toronto's too expensive.
Toronto's too expensive, and Montreal has more like. You've been there, you're like, what? Isn't it
It's
cooler?
just pretty.
It's just
It's
pretty.
a very pretty city.
What's the woman looking like?
Hmm?
What's the woman looking like?
I mean, I don't even remember because the city itself was so pretty. No, obviously they're beautiful, but like I said, Gabe, there are beautiful girls everywhere.
That's true.
Just kidding.
I'm thinking that's where I'll go.
No, but yeah, Montreal is definitely hype. Toronto's a good place.
Toronto's
Too.
cool. I mean,
Too
I've never been to Vancouver, but it seems pretty cool too.
That's kind of sad that we're really thinking about leaving the country.
No, I was thinking about it anyway, but this is like,
Yeah.
You know, Detroit's the only city that's north of Canada. It's the only point.
Outside of
It's the only
Alaska,
point in and outside of Alaska, the only point where America's
north of-
north of Canada.
because Canada like it like goes like this.
Holy shit,
Like Windsor's
yeah.
technically south of
Yeah,
Detroit.
yeah. Like, I was trying to think of like Washington, like the East Coast, or sorry, the West Coast, the Northwest.
No,
no.
because
Yeah.
what's that, the 48th parallel
Yep.
or whatever? Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
Yeah,
Cool.
I'm out of here, man.
How are we supposed to talk about music now?
I don't know.
Yeah. How do you guys feel?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm here.
Because the episode we did last time where we talked about a whole lot of Red and Durk is gone. So, like, should we even talk about that right now?
A whole lot of red. Good.
Yeah, pretty good.
It's better when
We're just diving right into this. We're not even gonna. Like,
I was gonna give like a very very short summary, but
I wanted to. Well, can we have a transition topic? Because
okay.
We could do sad regular news to sad music news.
what's sad music news?
Rio,
Rio.
one of our favorites
Oh
here.
shit! Yeah.
One of our favorites here at Shameless Plug. I think 5 years sentenced to prison,
He said 60 months, right?
60
Yeah.
months.
That's
I mean,
5 years. If
you
my
were
math's
talking
correct.
about like his sentence getting maybe lightened,
Yeah, I mean,
I can see that
A lot of
happening.
times people don't get the whole time,
right? But
And I don't know what happened, but it sounds like something happened that he had no knowledge about. Like through, I don't know if it was like through his bank account or whatever through him, and he ain't gonna snitch. So
yeah. I mean, sucks. Really, really.
somebody else
sucks.
needs to snitch. Get that nigga Rio out of there.
You said something interesting though. You said like if he does serve all 5 years, he still has a chance to come out hot, right?
In Michigan, maybe, yeah.
In Michigan.
It depends on how hard. If Jay and Ray and Mike and all those guys, those Flint rappers, if they're still relevant, which who knows? I hope so because I really like them.
Yeah.
If they can still have name, if they're still relevant, then Rio will be able to come out and be.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, if his
You
voice,
could have Bobby Schmurda status too.
I was just gonna
He's
say
coming
that.
out soon, actually.
I was just going to
Yeah,
say
next
that this isn't like the Bobby Shmurda era. It's different now.
That's true.
Like rap moves way faster than it did when
And
Bobby
Rio
Shmurda
didn't
went
have
to
that
jail.
one like hot nigga was huge.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
that's true.
both
That's
of your
true.
perceptions are clouded that because we live in Detroit.
That's true.
Well, I say it can still be relevant in
Sure.
Detroit.
Yeah, true.
I
But
don't
but Detroit won't have the. Hopefully it will, but there's a chance Detroit won't have the eyes on it now that it in 5 years.
That sucks.
Because Detroit is obviously the city that everyone who likes rap is looking towards right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure it will be like that in 5 years, but I hope it does.
Yeah, things move fast. Atlanta created a good foundation for people to stay and create.
Yeah.
Still, I hope something like that happens here so bad.
Yeah.
I'm not in charge of things, but you know,
I wish it would too, but it's
who's
just
to say? Just sad news. Really, it
Very
really
sad.
bummed me out too, even more.
yeah, though that was sad. Yesterday was a very heavy day. Yesterday was a very heavy day. Another
Yeah.
thing happened. Oh yeah, Kanye.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. It started. That's how the day started.
Isn't that
And
crazy?
that wasn't even the biggest story of the day. That's wild.
Yeah, Kanye and
What
Kim
the fuck
got.
has to happen for that not to?
Well, they didn't get divorced, but they announced that they got divorced, and
Oh, they did officially.
no, they're
Not
getting a
officially,
divorce.
but it's not like they didn't officially say it, but it's
It's pretty much
they're,
confirmed.
like, camps
Yeah.
or whatever.
But
All right.
and you know how the Kardashians control the media.
Yeah.
If it's circulating this much without anyone saying anything yet, it's true. But my point is, I wasn't going to talk about this if it were true because I don't want to talk about this at all. But because you said it was confirmed to be fake because Jeffree Star came out and said it,
Yeah.
I'll talk about it. So the rumor was that Kanye West was hooking up with Jeffree Star. And let me just make this clear to everyone listening. If that were true, I would have gone full Michael Jackson fan with Kanye. I would have denied everything. I would have acted confused as fuck. If you would have brought Jeffree Star up to me, I would have looked at you like the way Michael fans look at you when you tell them about those kids.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
what are you talking about?
That nigga gave us Billie Jean. You think he touched us kids?
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
Like what? That nigga
Waterman
gave us.
Kendrick.
He
Yeah.
gave us Yay.
That nigga gave us Jesus is King. You think he touched? You think he slept with Jeffree Star?
He gave us that I'm a sick fuck. I like a quick fuck song.
That nigga gave us Pablo. Pablo's actually really good.
Pablo's fantastic.
It's just funny. Before anything else,
That nigga gave us Yeezys.
he gave us Alien with Katy Perry.
E.T.
E.T.
Yeah.
Yeah, big headed astronaut.
But I want to talk about that too. Obviously, we know they do this all the time, but why is that the number one thing they always try to make fun of black guys for when they're
Being gay?
new? Yeah,
I don't
that's
know.
always. It's like ASAP Rocky. I heard he's gay, even if it's true. Who cares?
I mean, Rocky, because black guys are expected to be a certain way, especially in hip hop,
Yeah.
street
Yeah.
and shit. And Rocky's
Yeah.
not. I mean, he likes his fashion. He'll wear some interesting.
Well, I'm sorry,
Fashion
not
choice.
Rocky specifically. I just used an
But I'm
example.
using him. I'm using him as an example too.
Yeah,
And you look at Cardi, or you look at Uzi. You're not allowed to be different in black. Like MGK, nobody calling that nigga gay.
bro.
No, they just say he sucks.
No one. No
You
one
know what I mean?
calls.
MGK was doing that shit as a black guy, like some of the stuff he wears and the way
That's
he
true.
acts.
Yeah, but
We
when
call it gay.
this news drops about a black guy being gay or having sex with a guy, it becomes a whole
Thing.
yeah. It's just
Does
weird.
it happen with white guys?
That's what I'm saying. You don't even hear these.
I don't
rumors
know,
start.
but there is a certain twinge of intentionality where it's
Yeah.
you're doing it as an insult.
That's what I'm saying. It's
That's what I'm
supposed.
saying. Like, why is it that way?
Right.
It shouldn't be an insult. It's if this were to be true,
Yeah.
it's very strange.
No, if this were to be true, it would
It's-
be very disappointing.
it'd be a
Not just
weird
because
thing to
Jeffrey
happen.
is a guy, but because
No, 'cause
it's
he's a
Jeffrey.
weirdo.
Racist
And it's why did
Yeah,
he's
he's
racist.
racist.
How did he come in contact with Kanye West? How long have they been dating?
No, but that is that
It's
part
a
of
weird,
it is weird.
yeah, it's just weird.
But this is the first thing that always comes up. If any time a black dude gets into some shit, it's but he fucks boys or he fucks guys.
If it was James Charles, I wouldn't have been as mad.
And it's crazy too because I don't even know the difference, but
James Charles.
I know.
Hey
much
man,
better.
with the wig on, hear me out. Hear me out.
No, I won't hear you out. I know they're two separate guys, but I don't even know the big difference between them.
Oh, look at them both. Jeffree Star at least looks. I mean, not Jeffree Star. James Charles at least looks human. Jeffree Star looks like Roger from American Dad.
I know who
Wow.
you're talking about.
That's a good one.
I just think it's weird too because when a white dude, if he gets caught doing something gay, everyone's defends him, and it's kind of why would you make fun of him? He's obviously in the closet going through something. You know what I'm saying?
And other niggas is
Well,
And
and even
Kanye has never
also-
been homophobic.
there might be different people doing different things.
No,
Very
and-
true.
The people who defend the white people aren't thinking about the
It's
white
because
guy.
black community makes fun of you more, probably.
Yeah,
for being
they get
gay,
on you
maybe.
with everything.
Yeah.
Well, I think also kind of doing this thing where, Kanye must be down bad. He's fucking guys. It's if that were the case, there's something
Yeah,
wrong
Kanye
with.
could still have sex with women.
Yeah. Well, also he can be a successful person and a good whatever.
Easy taught me.
My thing too is obviously, Jeffrey came out and said it's not true. But I don't like the fact that like none of the Kardashians came out and defended this nigga. Because
They're going through a divorce.
But I'm just saying, like, if a rumor came out that Jeffree Star smashed Kim, that shit would be deaded within a half hour.
Yeah.
Like, she would come out and say that. Like, no, this didn't. I don't know. Like, remember when Amber Rose said, like, Kanye, like, fingers in his butt?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, you're right.
And the Kardashians went off on her.
Yeah. Like, they defended him. I don't know. Which is weird, man.
No, he doesn't. That's bad. Yeah.
He probably
Well, who
does.
cares? Yeah.
Who gives a fuck?
Who cares what anyone likes sexually anymore? That shit's so played.
Yeah.
Man.
I don't know, man. I'm just saying, dude. I'm really praying for Kanye. You said we're going to get 808s Part 2.
I hope so.
Not even close, man.
I don't know.
I
I
think.
don't think it'll literally. I don't know. Can we get a sad album? This relationship's way more public though. His
Yeah.
last relationship wasn't really, because that was which person was that? Was that Alexis
That was his fiance.
Pfeiffer or whatever?
I don't know her name, but I know they were engaged, right? She was the regular woman. She wasn't a celebrity, right?
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, that was a lot more. Well, I'm not gonna say more personal. He never married her. It just seems like he's in a different headspace now.
That too.
I don't think he really.
Maybe for worse, but
Right. I think at this point he has his children. He has his business. He has Yeezy. You know. He has Dave Chappelle. I was talking to my dad about this. I think Dave Chappelle, like, I don't even think he unofficially became like the leader of the black race out of nowhere.
yeah, he is the leader.
Isn't that weird? Like, I'm happy. I like him.
Yeah, he's our Martin.
Isn't that crazy? Like, Dave Chappelle is like the.
Dave Chappelle.
He's able to explain things to people. Like,
Yeah.
to everybody.
He's a master at it, and he makes them laugh too.
Yeah.
But-
I saw someone do a really good impression of a Dave Chappelle joke where it's like, I think Cecilia Banks was saying like she fucked Dave Chappelle years ago or something. This is from years ago. But the impression was like, they were saying crazy things. They were saying he fucked Cecilia Banks. And I thought, oh my God, this is crazy.
Yeah.
And then she said something about my dick.
Yeah.
And felt like, just like his
Oh,
they
the
got
way
his
he sets
cadence.
up
Yeah.
jokes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the way he sets up
He
everything.
addressed that Azalea Banks thing though.
He said he did, didn't he?
He fucked her?
He made a joke like he was like, well,
But if I did,
Yeah, but if
no,
I
he was
did.
like, he was like, well, Azalea Banks would say or some shit like that.
yeah.
I mean, he's a master of words, so I'm sure he said something funny. But
Yeah,
But-
it was when he did the I think it was when he did the George Floyd thing.
oh,
Yeah, that was the same.
was that
special.
the
Yeah.
whatever minutes? However,
It
Yes.
was yeah.
that was
how
good.
long it
That was good.
took for him to pass away. Heavy episode. Shameless plug, I mean.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to bring that up because at least Dave Chappelle is in Kanye's life now. Because when Kanye was having that breakdown when he was running for president, Dave did fly out to Wyoming, talk to him. So
Damn.
at least he's there for him. And they've been friends forever. I'm not saying they
Oh,
haven't
yeah.
because Kanye was at the block party, Dave Chappelle's block party. We talked about
He
that.
performed on the show a bunch.
Yeah.
Before the show, right?
So
Common.
I don't know. Even if they get a divorce, and obviously it won't be easy for anyone, I don't think it will have the same artistic impact.
Nah, I'm joking.
Yeah. I mean, no, I get you though. But like everyone's thinking in the back of their mind, will his music be better because of this?
No, like, dude, I don't know. Why are people blaming her for him?
What are you talking about?
People are blaming Kim Kardashian for him losing his
Because
shit.
she's white.
Yeah, but I don't think that's fair.
I mean, whether you think it's fair or not, it did not help. And it's not because she's white that it did not help.
It's the cameras and shit.
Yeah,
I feel like it's
he
the
does-
public attention.
He doesn't need that much attention on him.
Clearly.
I mean,
He's
and
not good. I mean, that's why you got to think, after the Taylor Swift incident, he fucking went to Switzerland or some shit.
or
He
Hawaii,
like moved to like the
Switzerland,
he moved to like the Alps and like got away. And then he did the same thing with Wyoming.
Mhm.
Like
In Hawaii.
and Hawaii, where he made the Dark Twisted Fantasy in Hawaii. Like, clearly he has a process of dealing with shit.
Mhm.
Clearly there's a certain level of famous he's comfortable with being in, which is fine.
Mhm.
He's human, like that's fine.
Mhm.
But Kardashians are, I mean, they make money off being famous.
Yeah, and that's just not a good environment to be around. I don't think when you're mentally unstable.
No
Like
way.
not just the fame part, but just them as people.
Right.
I don't know how much depth they have, and they're obviously successful. They're clearly successful marketers, businesswomen. They're just very good at what they do. So I'm not calling them untalented, but I think when you are someone like Kanye, who's such a like adamant truth seeker and exposer, you do need a little more substance.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how they are behind closed doors. I don't even watch Keeping Up with the Kardashians, but from what I've seen, it's just a very vapid, environment that is not necessarily bad, but for someone like Ye, who's so intent on like God and the truth and everything,
And substance and making
substance.
something of purpose.
it's got to drive you crazy.
Oh, yeah.
And
They're almost like antithetical to one another.
right. I was gonna say, and not even to shit on the Kardashians because I'm not doing that. But I know Kim's probably driven crazy too, having to hear Kanye's religious shit all day. It's like,
Kanye, stop.
it's like, I just want to marry a black guy. I just want to mix kids. I didn't want to deal with this shit.
See her getting with Drake, and I'm like, yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
No,
You can't see it?
Drake's way too cool. Drake,
That's too cool for Drake.
yeah. What? That's too cool for Drake?
Oh, I meant the other way around.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was gonna say Drake.
No, I meant too cool for Drake to do. Marry Kim.
Drake's not cool enough for that?
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Oh, I guess it did mean the other way around.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
I got my words. Drake is too cool
You
for that.
You're backtracked. That
No,
was
Drake
correct.
is too cool for that.
Yeah, Drake is too cool for that.
That's what
And
I
here's the thing too. Drake, he probably did already smash one of them if he wanted to. There's nothing stopping.
They were saying he was fucking with Kylie recently. So.
Yeah, who knows? But my point is like, when you're someone like Drake, what benefit would that bring you?
It's just a mental thing. I mean, at
What?
this point, you don't need the money. But if you're someone like Kanye, what benefit does it bring you? He did it.
No.
But-
But what's that mental thing you're talking about? What benefit is that?
I mean, the benefit of smashing a Kardashian.
Oh, the trophy, the clout.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
Kanye is somebody who planned out his life very openly. And he talked about wanting to marry a porn star and all
Yeah.
this other shit. And he did it.
She's not a porn star.
No, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
She's a star of a porno.
Yeah, she was
Yeah. Sex tape. Yeah.
one of the most famous sex tapes ever happened to have her in it. If that doesn't make you a porn star, then
I only say she's not a star because she was laying there like a dead fish.
it wasn't great.
Yeah.
It wasn't great, I'll be honest. Ray J's camera skills aren't the best.
Yeah.
It
I will
was
say
dark-
though,
it
that
was
video
dark
made
in
me
the
feel
room.
better about my dick. Like Ray J's doesn't have a small dick, but I was like,
He's not hung like a horse either.
I was gonna say like if Kim Kardashian's cool with that shit,
Yeah, like-
that's what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm
She
saying.
was.
Yeah,
That was
so-
15 something years ago.
She was a grown woman.
She's.
Well, I don't give a fuck if I had to choose between that Kim or the Kim now. I want the Kim then.
Damn.
Yeah, get the fuck
I'll
out of
take
here.
whatever I can get.
Yeah, whatever. but the point is that sex tape. Yeah, it was very infamous.
Close.
And shout out Ray J
Shout out Ray J.
because he puts it down. And
Shout
like
out
And
Brandy,
Raycon,
shout
you
out
can
Ray.
sponsor the podcast if you want.
Please,
Ray.
Raycon, please.
let
You
me-
see them big ass headphones Xavier got on. Hook us up.
let me clarify this too because I don't want anyone to hear this and like misinterpret. Like Xavier said, Ray J has a small dick. No, that is not what I said whatsoever. But
Protesters back at the Capitol after Xavier says.
no. What I was trying to say was that
I'll
when you
protest
see
that.
someone like when you see someone like Kim Kardashian, you hear about her, you're like, oh, she probably only wants niggas with like 10-inch dick. But to see someone who had above average but not monstrously crazy shit going
Right,
on,
it's still bigger than mine, but whatever. It's you have to fuck with Lee Yi Sung
I'm
from
just-
Japan to
I'm
fuck
just-
with me.
I'm just
Just
saying
the
that
Asian
it gave niggas a good warmth, gave them hope. But yeah, the thing about
Shout out to Girth, man.
Shout out to Girth.
the thing about the Kanye Kim situation and Drake situation again, I think is that
Somehow you said Drake situation.
no, because Drake's involved with this too. I think
He is.
because part of the beef with remember Kanye was going off about "In My Feelings" by Drake because he said "Kiki, do you love me?" and Kanye thought Kiki meant Kim.
Oh, that's
Oh,
right.
yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah, I think Kanye's kind of like not overestimating, but like I think he's taking too seriously how much people want Kim because obviously like you know
Well, Drake did also threaten to kill him
he said what did he say?
on Sick 'Em Out.
What did he say?
Oh.
He was like, crept down the block, made a right. He was talking about how you walk to Kanye's house because him and Kanye live in the same neighborhood.
Oh,
described
and then
walking
Kanye was
Kanye's house on
tweeting
Sick.
things about this is how people get killed, bro. Stop. Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember that.
Yeah, please, bro. Bro,
Um,
stop, bro.
please,
Please, bro.
Please, bro.
No,
I have more girth than Ray J. Leave me alone.
nah. But I think that Ye would be better off divorcing her. Like it would be. I don't want.
That's
any,
better for both of them.
It's better for both parties.
It's better for both parties. I hope he's able to be mentally sane enough to still be a good father for the kids and everything. You know?
Yeah.
Of course.
Shout out to the children, man.
Yeah.
Pause. But
That wouldn't be
Yeah.
a pause if you didn't say that.
Kind of like the Tyler Cream from episode 12.5
Yeah, that's another suspicious pause.
wait, what was it?
or 13.5.
What did I say?
You said shout out to the kids. Pause.
No, before that. I know I just said.
You said
You said I hope Kanye can get still. be a
no.
good
What
parent.
did he say about Tyler Creator?
What I
forgot.
said like episode 12.
I said Tyler the Creator's Cream. Pause.
Wow.
And you guys were like, nigga, what?
Oh, I thought
You
he said
didn't
that.
even- No, I said that shit.
Okay, now there's one on each.
Yeah, Max,
point
you
for
up.
each.
Pause
You're
strike.
due, you're due, nigga. I'll see you in 12 episodes.
Yeah, when the news broke about their divorce, I wasn't even interested.
Yeah, I,
I
don't
forget.
know. I was
wasn't
honestly I was interested in the Jeffree Star thing because that's just so weird.
Wild.
That dude,
But-
I didn't even. I was so upset and taken aback by it. I did not even like give it a thought.
Yeah.
I was like, "Yep." And then I
To
just moved
clarify,
on.
we don't care if he's gay.
course not.
No, he's just Jeffree Star's a fucking weirdo.
Yeah, of course not.
If you're gonna fuck a man, fuck a
It's
cool,
also-
fuck a cool nigga, fuck Tyler, fuck Frank.
That too, but also, I've known about Kanye for like years, decades at this point, and I heard about Jeffree Star earlier this year. It's just weird.
Oh yeah, right.
the paths crossing is
Yeah.
so weird to me.
That would have been crazy. I think that we should at least mention a little bit about the whole lot of red. I don't even want to.
I don't know.
I don't even want to anymore because we did a
Yeah,
whole
I already
episode
talked
about
You
it.
already listened to it, probably. You know.
But the clip is there. Maybe I should. I want to put a clip up on the channel about whole lot of red. But like,
We could just do a loop of the one of him dancing like that. And
Oh,
No,
God.
academics used to do
I
it with
was-
gifts and shit.
from the virtual concert.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm good on that. That's another thing I want to talk about too, because I was listening to all the older episodes from like the third season where we did the show.
Yeah.
We need to all get way better at giving context to the things that we're talking about
That's true.
because we always say like half sentences that we cut each other off because we don't explain or let us finish sentences because we understand it, but the listener at home might not understand. So like, please be mindful. Like
I will.
Like when you say the GIF of Cardi.
Yeah, I
dancing,
guess I should explain that. This also goes back to the being scared of animatronics. I think the same kind of a brain.
Right. The attention deficit brain.
Yeah, if you
Like,
don't know, there was a virtual concert that Playboy Cardi had, and he did a funny dance.
yeah, he was doing a funny dance. He had a lean gut.
His tummy hurt.
His tummy hurt. But
stomach
yeah,
hurt.
I don't really care about the virtual concert at all. I was just looking back at our past work and I was thinking like, imagine if I didn't know who White Rose Moxie was. Like imagine if I didn't know who Baby Smooth was or the artist who does Baby Smooth's album
Yeah, we
cover.
do got to be better at that.
That's what I'm saying.
We're awful at this shit.
We need to get much
It's like
better
an
at it.
this is like you wouldn't understand. It's like a hipster podcast. Like,
And
you gotta know.
I don't even think we're doing it on purpose. It's just that
No,
we
we're not.
all know exactly what we're talking
This
about.
reminds me of like when me and Xavier would talk like to each other in college, and people would be like, "What the fuck were you guys just talking about?"
Exactly. I had a girl talk to me. She's like, I really like the thing that she watched the episode where we talked about Trump with your dad.
Mhm.
She's like, I really enjoyed it. I just didn't know anything you guys were talking about. You
Yeah,
know?
my one friend, she maybe it's just women. I think women are the American people are tired of women, as Bernie Sanders once famously said. It's
true. That is true.
There's a clip of Bernie Sanders saying that. Here's your context.
I didn't even get that. Thanks for explaining it because I didn't even understand
Anyway,
that.
what the fuck was oh yeah, my one friend,
Yeah.
she's just not as interested in it. But I mean, this isn't her realm, you know.
Right.
And you know, maybe if we gave more context, she'd be a little more interested. But at the same time, she doesn't. You know, she likes hearing about bad bitch shit, not fucking Freddie Gibbs. Like, you know, there's.
I just think we need to be better presenters.
Of
Yeah,
course.
present
Because
I
we're
agree.
good commentators, but what good is our commentary when it's about shit that only we know? You know?
We should just start talking about like.
Well,
people
let's just
we
go
know.
back. We'll start at the beginning. Okay, Zap Zone and Dave and
God.
Buster's are like kind of arcade things.
Yeah, Zepson's
Um,
only in Michigan, so yeah, it's a.
Is it really?
Yeah, I think so.
Ooh. The Capitol is in Washington D.C. Obviously.
Shut up.
It's
I'm just
spelled
saying.
O. It's not the White House.
Yeah, it's not the White House.
I think we also need to just be better like at letting each other finish shit and formulating thoughts.
Yeah, we just edge each other completely.
And we edge ourselves. Like we'll talk about one thing and then
Homo.
get on a tangent and then not even like address the initial topic. And then we'll also just talk like
Doing this during an episode.
no, this is people need to know.
The people need to hear what happens, how we discuss things.
Yeah, and then we'll be talking about like a certain type of person, and then we'll bring up like some minor bullshit they did once, like a celebrity. It'll be the smallest shit they ever did, and we'll talk about that for an hour.
Well, I know for a fact I do the thing where I say, "Oh yeah, that video, of course."
Yes,
I just did that a minute ago, but like I do it all the time. I'm like, that stupid tweet. Obviously, everyone's read that.
Right.
It has 56 likes on Twitter, and everyone's already seen it already.
Most people don't even go on Twitter like once a week anymore.
right,
You know,
Yeah. I mean, unless I'm going to hot black vids or whatever.
Black sex vids.
like black, yeah. Like when we were
Which
talking about black sex,
which is
vids,
a Twitter account that got banned a few months ago.
We
weeks
explained that
ago.
one. We did.
I don't even want to
explain
explain black sex vids because they don't need to know. But the point is,
This is a good one.
that. That's a if you know, you know.
if you some things aren't if you know you know, because
that's
that's the
one of
good
them.
thing about podcasts too, where it's like if they fuck with you, they'll go Google it.
Yeah.
But we leave way too much shit
Yeah.
up for
Googling the
Google.
whole episode.
Yeah, and we don't need to be patronizing about it, but we just need to give some context.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta let each other finish.
Yeah,
Pause.
yeah, right.
There you
right.
go. That's a good one.
You gotta let each
I'm
other
gonna help
finish.
y'all finish. You know, so don't worry about it.
And one last thing,
Happy endings.
because we never really have team meetings. We need to go in depth on each other's topics instead of like letting someone finish and then starting some completely different shit. Like a minute after.
It's funny how we
Y'all
said.
don't realize how funny this is for us.
I'm just saying.
It's funny,
you're right.
We said
I'm trying to give
ADD brain is good for podcasting, and then we just realized, oh, that's what made this podcast not as good.
I mean, it's possible, but like I think the real gems come when we like actually let a topic sit for like a minute or two.
We got to balance between ignoring this shit and just going on rant and just talking about we'll have a good topic we'll talk about for 2 minutes, and then we'll talk about like what someone ate for dinner last week for like 30 minutes.
Yeah, or like fast food rankings.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. So
I start ranking shit.
The way I view it is like, clearly there's an audience here, but it's very easy to get into the groove of like it's just us three chilling. But there's clearly a fourth wall high if you're watching.
5, I guess.
Oh,
there's 2 camera views.
There's
and the interns behind Xavier.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes, and my assistants. But we will get better at that.
Sorry, everyone.
I promise. Not even apologizing. I'm not apologizing for shit.
I ain't apologizing for shit.
I
double down. I'm gonna do it even more. I'm actually all remember, and I'm gonna just go.
I'm not apologizing for shit. I just know that we could be like on our game.
That's true.
It's all good. It's the show is still good. The show is still very good.
It's very good.
Yeah, I mean,
it's better than 106 in Park.
Whoa.
Dude,
Why did I make that comparison? I don't know. I'm just talking shit.
I was thinking about that just the other day too. Literally about 106. Yes.
Yeah, that was actually cool for a minute.
Yeah, and who was the guy, the host who did that?
Fucking Google it. It's gonna piss me off if you don't Google it.
I can't Google it right now.
If you don't know, 106 in Park was a. It was
no, that's some shit where I'm not explaining.
Okay, yeah, that's for
that.
Black people. Yeah, if you're white, I'm sorry.
Yeah, and now that I said that, I will explain. 106 in Park was a show where they talked about hip hop, but I'm just saying like
that's not even that much explanation.
But it came on TV.
That's what we explained.
Yeah, we barely explain what we're talking about.
Okay, that's like clearly 106 in Park is shit that like people know.
Then don't explain it. Then just stick with your.
I'm more so saying like
he said he's going to explain it.
It's not Big Tigger, is it?
I'm just saying I wasn't going to explain it until I said I'm not going to explain it because I felt like an asshole for saying that. But I just think that like the things that need to be explained would be more so like who does the cover art for Baby Smooth.
Yeah.
Why that's a little different from 106 in Park. You know what I'm saying? It's a little different. It's all
I get it, and I'm gonna ignore it.
Like the guy that did the he said on Twitter recently that
the guy I follow.
Yeah, exactly. That's how you talk, bro. I'm just trying to get
this show is just a bunch of inside jokes.
That's what I'm saying, man.
That's the one thing about not having a script and just talking to each other.
Yeah,
because I
tried to have a script. You said this nigga got a journal.
I did say that, didn't I?
Yes,
a moleskin, bounded leather book.
This nigga pulled up with a moleskin. This nigga's got a pencil, a pen protector. What is it called? A pocket protector.
Pocket protector. He's recording his journey.
What is this, prison nigga? What are you writing for?
This nigga pulled up with a moleskin. That's nasty.
You untie the leather.
Let a nigga open one of them when I get to college. It's over, bro.
A moleskin?
That is, you can't bring that up.
Bro, I have like 5. I can't lie to you. I love them.
I got a Shinola notebook, man.
They're cool. I like
cool
them.
As shit.
Oh,
It's like
nice.
$25 for a fucking notebook.
They're
though.
nice and they're gifts too. Like I can't say
Yeah, they're
no.
good. They're a really good gift.
It's a really good
Because
gift.
it's Shinola, so in your head is luxury. Even if it's like $20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like fuck it, I like it.
Moleskin.
It's just the name is kind of crazy. It's like a moleskin.
I do got a mole on my foreskin, though.
Get the fuck out of here. Why do see? This is another thing I want to talk about too.
Oh, I better
Yeah,
explain.
yeah,
your
Foreskin
dick
is
your dick. We get on your dick more than any other topic on the show. I swear to God,
bro.
man.
It's just
Yeah, I can visualize in my head at this point.
I swear to God, bro.
listen, man.
What's up?
It's like when you explain like
What?
who did a crime.
Oh yeah,
They show the guy
yeah.
on TV.
A sketch
you guys
artist?
could do that with my dick.
No, I can't. I sure can't.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
But no,
sorry.
yeah. Thanks for explaining foreskin.
Okay, I didn't even get to, but if you don't know, then
Yes.
yeah.
No.
That's a if you know, you know for sure.
But yeah, like I said, I tried to bring a script once. You guys killed me. Every time I try to bring a script, you guys look like you're on your deathbed.
Wait, what were we just talking about? We weren't even talking about moleskins before.
We were talking about how I tried to bring an itinerary.
We were talking.
Also, that's the negative to having a skip. Okay, no, because here's the thing. This nigga just showed up with the script. He didn't tell us he was pulling out a foreskin notebook. He just pulled it out.
I had topics.
Okay, but nobody's.
He has theories.
We didn't see it coming. Pause. Like it. You really threw us with a curve there.
Well, I just had a lot of things that I know we need to talk about. Yeah, I just want to get out the. You know.
All right, you're right.
Yeah, that's all. That's it. Like, usually it's on my phone, but like I figured, like why not try a notebook?
Don't do it again.
I might have one.
Oh, let's go.
Let me see, because I know I wrote some other stuff down.
This is visual only.
I bought a new one. This one's not a moleskin.
Boo! Boo!
Yeah.
Hit the boo.
You know what?
You want
to
to see these notes?
Oh my god!
This is madness.
You on acid when you did those?
No, I was. I was not on acid when I did that. You were creative, dude. Were you on acid?
Did you hit an old man? Sorry.
Well, I don't even miss that one.
He said, "Did you run over an old man while you're on acid?" That's an extreme.
That's an inside joke.
That's
that
an
one will stay
extreme.
inside.
All right, for explanation.
No, that's an extremely inside joke. Are you gonna explain it?
No,
I don't know if we need to do that.
Local,
if you know, you know.
there's
If you were in
folklore,
Birmingham or
legend,
Bloomfield
folklore.
Hills a couple years ago, you know.
Yeah, it's a local cryptid in Oakland County, Michigan.
There's local folklore of who's doing
An art collector just got.
Damn, now you're giving me real details, bro.
I don't give a fuck. It was the dude who caught Bold and Brash belongs in the trash. She caught that nigga lacking.
Okay, now no one knows what
people know. Come on.
Bold and Brash is from
That's a
SpongeBob. It's from the SpongeBob episode where it's
Okay, now you guys are being obnoxious. I'm looking for my moleskin.
I want to see your skin, dude.
Dude, you guys are like children. Like I literally need to bring like a schedule for you guys to like get on top of your shit.
Maybe I should like at least type it out. Like maybe we should have a.
We should probably do something.
I'm not putting on a fucking moleskin.
Every time I try to
have a line.
listen to me. Every time I try to like bring order to the show, you guys look like you're having the worst time of your life. There's no in between.
Bring a light skinned R&B singer. Like nigga, shut up,
bro. That's music. It's a music show. It's a music show.
Malik G is good.
Shut up. I mean, look.
Alana F is good.
Oh my god. Is that a real one?
I'm making them up.
they have a
They're all
last name.
They're breezy, and then they have one letter last
I got
name.
a new pen set too. What
kind of setup is it? Like a push down one?
Budanuski.
Between like you and these new pens and the shirt, like you're a walking stereotype that isn't actually who
And
you
the
are.
Carhartt beanie.
Yeah. Like you're somebody.
I'm fucked up right now.
You're not.
And like I don't have dreads, but like if these were dreads, I would be like the poster child of the type of people I clown. That's sad. That's very sad. I want to clarify this too. I actually did get a gift from a girlfriend once for my birthday. I lied on episode 19 when I said I didn't.
Yeah, they're gonna like remember that.
That's what I'm saying. Like I did get one. So
people were holding a collective breath for like 3 months.
Nah, but in case any of the exes are.
All right, you guys can stop going to the Capitol building. He admitted it. Leave it alone.
See if you got a
Pelosi's
gift.
desk. Take your bomb back.
This is what I mean by like 7 tangents in 10 minutes.
Yeah, we were talking about 106 in Park.
Come on, man. But like I can't even bring a schedule to the show. And you guys don't want to talk about light skinned women. Sorry.
All right.
If you bring some, sure, but
okay, so what do you want me to talk about?
Nigga, we can talk about what we talk about. We just gotta be better at talking about it.
I agree, but like no schedules, no itineraries. What's up?
No auto.
I think there's gotta be something, but I don't know.
I do too, but apparently
Most
Xavier be doing too much.
Most people think no filter means you say whatever you want, but it really means you cannot control your fucking thoughts for a second, and you say whatever. It's like not.
It's not
I say what I want.
It's
you say whatever comes into your goddamn head.
Yes,
and it's not. Yeah.
Like, do you guys have a voice in your head?
Yeah.
Or do you?
Yeah, we know. Yeah, my brother doesn't.
Pictures.
No, it's a monologue.
Your brother doesn't have a voice in his head?
No.
That's not possible.
Wait. Do you guys have one?
I do, yeah.
Like when I think, can I hear myself thinking?
Yeah.
Yeah, who does it?
Me.
I forgot he doesn't.
Yeah.
I forgot he doesn't.
No.
So if you just stop talking and you think, like
It's all pictures. That's funny. That's funny. Like I could clearly get a voice in my head.
no, because for some reason, like I'm trying to imagine that, and they're all framed. Like
it's a gallery. No, like if I really wanted to, I could obviously get a voice in my head. But like it's such an effort thing. Like I'd have to put so much effort into it.
That's nuts.
Like,
not literally. I'm
like,
just
as
saying.
You're saying this, like I'm like thinking of words in my head.
See, but that's weird to me because I think you guys blurt out more than me.
Blurt out?
Yes, I think you guys like talk more so like you don't have a voice in your head than I do.
The voice in my head is why I speak, because it's something in my head. I got to get it out.
Yeah.
But I feel like my thoughts are more coherent sometimes. Like I know what we're saying all makes sense, but I feel like when you hear all three of us talk, it doesn't seem like I don't have a voice in my head. That's why I don't see it as like a disability or anything. That's why that's why I was surprised that you guys did have a voice in your head, because the way all three of us talk, it seems like we would.
No, because think about it like this. If your head is an empty, vast space, ours is constantly filled with things to say. So we're going to say it.
Well, my head is not empty.
I know, I'm just saying.
It's like I've literally just picked. It's like a movie. It's like I see things. You guys have a mind's eye, right? Like if someone
that's not mutually exclusive with the voice. In my head, at least.
Mine is. I'd have to literally try to. It's weird.
It's brain blast like that.
Kyrie Irving right now.
Huh?
I feel like Kyrie Irving right now on the spiritual, like on this thinking about our minds and shit.
Well, like I could easily get a voice, but like you guys just do it without even thinking, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
really?
Like watch. Yeah. Like I can't picture pictures. It's all.
You can't. Well, wait. You can't think of pictures. What do you mean?
Like when I think of something, I think of it in words. Like if I look at Max right now, I'm like.
But you can still, like, in your mind, if I told you imagine a rhinoceros, you know what it looks like, and you can think about what it imagine in your head.
The horn and shit,
Huh.
But he would have to prompt you.
Yeah.
I mean, no, he won't. I could picture pictures. I just don't. That's not my go-to. It depends.
I feel like that's inefficient.
Like if we're having a conversation about music, I'm not picturing the artist's face in my head necessarily. I'm just thinking.
I'm not, but I'm.
But if we're talking about animals or some shit, yeah.
I think that's why I look off in the distance when I talk to people.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Well, I guess when you zone out, it must like.
I zone out a lot.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I think we all zone out and then talk at the same time always.
We all just think, we all talk at the same time.
Yeah.
I'm just confused that you two have a voice in your head.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hate to break it to you, man.
Well, I'm fine. I don't mind. I don't know anything else.
It doesn't, there's not, I don't think there's any kind of like implications like, oh, that means I think through what I say. That's not true. Yeah. I just think.
But you would think it would have.
Right. But I disagree with that. I just think I can think in like if I'm sitting like in bed trying to sleep, I'm thinking like, this is what I think about this. Isn't this weird? I'm always like.
You don't have scenarios that play in your head? Like
yeah, I do, but I don't not have the voice is what I'm saying. You don't have that voice.
Well, no, because I feel like that's saying I don't have it as in like I lack it.
Yeah, that's what you're saying. It's
not something I use.
Oh, you have it.
I think, but like it's not something that it's inefficient. Why would I think in words when I have the words at my disposal and I can just think of the picture and then the words come out my mouth automatically?
It's making sense of your own thoughts.
I guess that is what it is more so than.
If I say the words thought process, what comes to your head? Like a brain?
Literally those bubbles that you see in comic books.
Huh.
Like
this is interesting now. Okay.
That's what just came to my head.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
See, my little brother, this makes him seem insane. My little brother like talks to himself because he doesn't have a voice in his
do
head.
that too, more than
Okay, there you go.
But that's what I'm saying. A voice in your head, it has to be one of the most inefficient ways of thinking I've ever heard. Not to shit on you guys. I'm just saying it's like you already have the words in your brain.
Yeah.
The pictures, the abstract is what you need.
Yeah, but it's not mutually exclusive. I can get that too.
I guess not, but the voice in your head just seems like something that would be a burden.
The voice in your head more like, I do this a lot because like, if I'm going to be a lawyer or even just because my mom, we argue with her all the time about like logical stuff. But like, if I need to know what I think of something, I need to put it into words to kind of almost bring it into a physical form without, writing it down. Do you know what I'm saying?
I think it's because some people's verbal recall isn't as good. And I think because my verbal IQ is probably like the highest of my like traits. No, like I probably verbally have I'm a better verbal communicator than other things.
Probably.
I think because of that.
That's interesting.
I don't have to think of the words I use as much. Therefore, I'll think of the scenario and the words will just come out of my mouth naturally.
Okay.
I think that's more so
that's
how
very
it is.
Interesting.
And I think that's why I say a lot of things that offend people. Because I'll think of the scenario in my head and it seems like a no-brainer. You know? But the words are just, they're not the right ones.
Yeah, because then if you think of the words, you think, oh, if I were to say, where'd your boyfriend go? Or like something that you would say like that. The words seem harsh.
Right.
But you don't even think of the words because you can communicate that without even processing it beforehand.
Right. Like, oh, her boyfriend's in a different room. Or her boyfriend left and he was mad. And I was like,
yeah.
Oh, wow. What'd you do?
Yeah, what'd you do?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Because the word, I don't think.
Okay, that makes sense. I'm getting it.
Yeah. I think that's more so.
I think I get it.
Yeah. I have autism. I'm playing.
Man, I'm about to take a casino. We finna get rich.
Why? Rain Man type shit?
Yeah.
How could that even work?
Definitely.
I don't know.
That movie is atrocious.
Rain Man?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I haven't seen it.
What an evil guy.
That nigga's
Tom
evil.
Cruise?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was his brother, right? That
Yeah.
he, like,
Raymond.
used. Oh,
He's-
his name was Raymond?
I don't want to spoil Rain Man for anyone.
Nigga, nobody cares.
But Tom Cruise calls his older brother, who's Dustin Hoffman, he calls him Rain Man
Yeah.
because his name is Raymond.
Yeah.
And he doesn't discover this until halfway through the movie. He doesn't discover that this is his older brother until he doesn't discover that, okay, Tom Cruise has memories of Rain Man, but he's been traveling with Raymond, who's Dustin Hoffman, for months or weeks, I guess, and doesn't realize it's the same guy. He doesn't put together that Rain Man is Raymond until the end of the movie.
Wow.
for context,
And he
I'm
also-
not doing this to be a dick, but
Yeah.
for context, in the movie, he uses a autistic person
Yeah.
to help him win money.
And,
Yeah.
And he does that because there's a stereotype like autistic people have like high rote memories.
Yeah.
They can just recall things. And when I said I had autism earlier, like I know you're not supposed to say that if you're not on like the spectrum officially because it can be offensive.
Yeah,
But
that'll be all right.
like I
Watch
didn't.
the show.
That's what I'm saying. Like for all you guys know, I could be. So leave me alone. But
That's ableist too, actually.
no, the point is though, I think that talking with a voice in your head just seems like not a waste of time, but like I don't know.
This is a deep episode, man.
This is a
I
very
guess-
deep
I-
episode. Like what the hell?
Shout out Elon Musk.
Yeah, right.
Oh yeah.
What were you gonna say, Max?
I was gonna say I think it's probably just like, there's probably like like you said, you're verbally skilled more, so your default is verbal,
Yeah.
and I think it's probably the opposite for me. So I gotta think about
Yeah.
what I'm saying because if otherwise I make no sense.
Yeah.
So
I guess
Probably
so.
Yeah,
I
that's
guess so.
interesting. I don't know.
I think that's why I get really annoyed when people can't find the right words to say because I don't. It doesn't.
I do that a lot.
It doesn't ever happen to me. It happens to me, but not to that level. So when someone takes like seconds to think of something, I get antsy. Like I really
you
start
get
shaking.
angry.
Not angry. I get like
Punches
because
him in the face.
I'm just trying not to say the word for them because I look like a dick.
Yeah,
So I'm just like,
that is a dick move.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. You just gotta hold your tongue.
Yeah,
But
don't talk for me. You know.
yeah, it's just weird how everyone has such a different style of like processing the world.
Whoa.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Whoa.
Well,
Holy shit.
Not to be a pothead or anything. But it's crazy how we're all different.
all right,
That's trippy.
Before we end this episode, there's something I want to talk about.
All
Who
right.
said we're ending? We're on a roll. I like this.
No. But I'm saying just
What
in
time?
general before we end.
Yeah.
There's something I want to talk about, and I think the
So-
viewers need to know. And this is one of the first things we talked about today. Coolsville. All right.
Oh shit.
Coolsville,
What,
nigga.
what about Coolsville? What's wrong with it?
I mean, just the whole thing we went through.
Yeah.
Yeah,
With me,
this
with
was
Scooby-Doo.
before we started
What
recording.
about it?
I mean,
Oh, wait, I thought we were recording, no?
We were recording at that point?
No,
I
no,
don't
we
know.
weren't, nigga. We hadn't
No, we
even
weren't.
gotten our food yet.
No, yeah, we
we hadn't
sure.
even gotten our food
Oh,
yet.
sorry, my bad.
That's your low key recording without us knowing.
I was, but I'm not gonna put it in the episode.
That's
Oh,
fine.
were you?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe it's good. Maybe you should.
Okay.
Anyways, I probably said something inappropriate, but no. All right, I didn't know what the fuck they was talking about, and they looked at me like I was crazy.
Yeah.
Coolsville
is the city from Scooby Doo where the gang is from.
Yeah, the
Where they live.
municipality.
Yeah,
Mystery
I-
Incorporated.
I knew the Cove thing.
Crystal Cove.
Crystal
Yeah,
Cove.
like
That's not
that
canon.
resonates with me quicker for some
It's not
reason.
Scooby Doo canon.
Wait, but why'd you want to bring it back up?
I don't know. I just thought it was interesting. I thought I was trying to say there's more like me out here.
Yeah. Okay, fine. If you're listening or watching, and we were to say Coolsville,
Yeah.
would you know what we're talking about?
How would they? No, they would not.
I guess not.
Okay, so
We were
so
being
nothing's
dicks,
wrong
huh?
with me. All right, cool, whatever. All right, next topic.
Well, we haven't talked about music really except Kanye and Kim's divorce.
Yeah.
So, is there any like music that we want to talk about? Because I mean, a whole lot of Red and The Voice were the two things we talked about a lot last episode. But last episode had some technical difficulties.
That's
Mhm.
true. Fuck.
So, are we going to say what we think about these albums, or are we going to move on to the next music?
I
Other
mean,
music?
I think
I'm
we
fine
move
with
on.
saying something quick about them, but
Yeah.
it's up to y'all.
I will say this about a whole lot of Red. By the time we recorded, the Pitchfork review wasn't out yet. It came out. They gave it best new music, albeit they gave it the lowest best new music that you can technically get and still receive that award. So
Mhm.
it was an 8.3. It wasn't a 9. It wasn't a 10. They gave it an 8.3 and they qualified it for best new music.
That's about fair.
We weren't shitting on the album, but we were saying it was clearly a flawed album,
Mhm.
and we were saying that the flaws weren't entirely Playboi Carti's fault.
Right.
That being said, I can see why they would give this album Best New Music, and I didn't even finish the article.
Oh, it's such a Pitchfork album.
Yes, it's such a Pitchfork album. And even one of the headlines they said was, there's nothing like this in the mainstream rap. Which, that's not necessarily a good thing, but if that's what you're looking for, this album is much better than,
I agree with that, honestly.
yeah, than what we might think. But it is different. It's a very different album. And it's not like Die Lit at all.
It's not like self-titled.
It's not like self-titled. Like we said, he kind of leaned into the punk thing a lot. He phoned it in. And my biggest gripes with the album were a lot of things that I think Interscope mishandled. There weren't any of the features I expected. I didn't really like the features on it.
Yeah.
I heard that he recorded the album in like a month or two span because he had to re-record the album like once or twice.
Twice.
Yeah, he had to re-record the album because the reception to At Me, the single, was very poor. And
Before everything got leaked.
And then the other version of the album got leaked. So this was like, the last version of Whole Lotta Red that he recorded, and it's not the one that everyone was waiting for, hoping for, but that doesn't really mean it's a bad thing. Like when I was in the car with you, Gabe, it sounded much better than it did when I was sober in my parents' house, alone in my room on Christmas.
Well, to be fair, you were sober in the car with me, but I think.
Nigga, get the fuck out. Nigga, you wasn't smoking. Yeah, I know, but I'm just
know
giving
what you mean.
context to why the album sounded different when it came out.
I know, I'm just.
Yeah.
No, I really, again, my first time listening to it, I had on AirPods in my room. I was just like sitting there, looking at something. Maybe I was in the game or something, and I'm like, oh, I like this shit, because I was like in a hype mood for some reason. I was so hyped for the album. Yeah. And then when I wake up, I listened a little bit on Christmas Day, not much, and then afterwards, like when I drove, I listened to it. I'm like, oh, I'm rocking with this. Like it's.
Yeah, I mean, I also think you were younger. I know we're not that much older than you, but I do think the age factor
maybe
it plays a big difference because
I came into it with no expectation. I knew the leaks weren't going to be there, so I wasn't mad when they weren't. I didn't expect anything. You can look at Playboi Carti and tell this is going to sound different.
Yeah.
Yeah, he dyed his hair, yeah, all that stuff. I just think that when did you start listening to Playboi Carti?
When Self-Titled came out. But I right when it came out, like I had heard of him and stuff, but I hadn't really. And then afterwards, I heard some SoundCloud shit.
I think this is more of a disappointment if you've known Carti since Awful Records days.
Yeah.
With Father, which is around the time Max started listening. I listened like later, but
I mean, I heard some stuff, but like I heard Broke Boy.
Yeah, but like
and Beef.
My favorite song by Carti is Van Gogh. Always.
Oh, that song's good.
Yeah,
but I don't think I knew that until Self-Titled.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. I think if you kind of got,
because I was like 16 when Self-Titled came out. So yeah.
So I think if you kind of got into Carti between Self-Titled and Die Lit, this album wasn't as disappointing. But this is such a departure from the music he was making under Awful Records and even just solo or whatever that I think a lot of older fans were disappointed. Max can shed light on that because he's known Carti for longer than I have.
There was some. We were talking more last time about kind of splitting the album up in half. I think there was.
Oh, that's another thing too. It was way too long.
Way too long with unnecessary songs for sure.
Mm-hmm.
There were highlights. There were some really. I loved "Feel Like Dying." Pierre had when he had some songs on there. They were good, but yeah, I wasn't expecting much. This has been one of those albums that kind of falls into the Max category of like talked about so much and hyped up so much that like I'll get around to it. It was an event, so I listened to it, but it was better. It was good.
And that's another thing too. You just reminded me of Richie South. Sorry, not Souffle. Richie South was supposed to have like a third of the album dedicated to him for production. He only got 2 songs. That's just another example of what I meant by Interscope.
Yeah,
interfering with the album.
Do you know what he looks like?
No, he's just
Google it.
I know the picture of him with like the dyed hair.
Oh yeah, he's in that
blonde hair. Yeah, but like
I
asked this nigga to Google something. I see what's going on.
The power I wield.
I was gonna say, I hope Gabe doesn't notice. What did you tell me to Google, Gabe? That I didn't
Google it.
What did you tell me to Google, Gabe? That I didn't Google?
I don't even remember.
About like donkey penis or something.
Yeah, like that's
no, it was not the penis thing.
The thing about Richie South is like he doesn't really show his face though.
No, he doesn't at all.
So that's yeah.
I think he looks unique.
The point I'm making is Interscope kind of interfered with this album. They disemboweled it. Interscope, I don't have a problem with them as a label, but I do have a problem with them clearly like trying to create cultural moments. because they suck at it. Major labels suck at it.
Major labels suck at it.
Record labels, no.
Just let the artists release the music. Stop trying to make cultural moments happen. This isn't the 80s or 90s anymore.
Right.
It's not going to work. Like when you try to do these whole viral campaigns and like I said, I was really tired of the gay vampire thing. And we were saying that like they kind of ran with that aesthetic after the tweet went viral and Cardi posted it on his Instagram story.
Yeah. Should we say Uncle Del was the one who tweeted it? Shout out.
Allegedly,
one of the funniest guys on Twitter.
He's a Twitter comedian. But
We don't know what Twitter is. I know.
but yeah, like I said, I think Interscope kind of just they try to get too involved. And I wish they'd stop.
And
me and you talk about this a lot. Like record labels suck.
Yeah, they do suck. I mean, there's a price. Like there's some good, obviously. Like I'm not totally anti-label.
Mm-hmm.
I just think that they kind of overestimate how much people need them. They need to stop trying to be everything in house and just be like distributors and marketers. Obviously, they can have some creative control, slight, but they need to stop trying to create like the kids will love this shit.
Or if you do, let us do it.
Yeah, right. Hire us. We'll do it. But that being said, I don't know the extent to which Interscope was involved with the album. Cardi could have just lied to these producers and said, "Yeah, I'm giving you 8 songs."
Oh, maybe.
And just really put on like a 2 or 3. But the point is, it's not false advertising, but it wasn't what was expected. And Pierre himself tweeted something about that too. He said he was like disappointed.
Yeah.
So I think when there's miscommunications across the board from everybody, no one wins. So Interscope, Cardi, producers, everyone, just let's all get better at talking to each other. All right?
Let's just get along, man.
Let's just all get along. That's it.
Let's just freaking get along.
Yeah. And that being said, Whole Lotta Red's not even bad, just way too long.
Mm-hmm.
And way too record label involved for my taste. That's about it.
I agree.
Yeah. And then what else was there? The Voice last week?
Yeah, we didn't.
That's
like
even less to talk about, honestly.
Yeah, we didn't like.
Yeah, I mean, like we didn't love The Voice.
Not a huge fan.
That being said, we also acknowledge that it was probably re-recorded because of the unfortunate events that happened with King Von.
Right.
So it's probably not the same exact album that was going to release, had he still been here with us.
Mm-hmm.
But it did pretty good numbers. You were saying that if you count the extra day.
Yeah, because of when it came out, the first week sales are only from a day, so it's 23,000. But technically, he did like around 80 to 90K first week.
Yeah,
you want to be technical, which is really good.
That's very good, especially for Durk.
Right.
Because Playboy Cardi, we were saying, did 115.
Yeah.
Yeah. So to not be that far behind Playboy Cardi, it's pretty impressive.
Cardi had, and he dropped it there was build up, sure, but he just
he dropped it the day before Cardi, and that would be suicide for anyone else.
He just dropped out of nowhere. He was like, "Oh yeah, Voice out tonight."
Yeah, that was right. Like, this is where I had a problem with it too. He said he had no campaign for it. I pointed this out last episode. There was a campaign. There just wasn't a release date.
Yeah,
they're very different things. Durk, I'm never. If you were in person, I would agree with everything you said. I would not dispute it whatsoever. I just think that saying there was no campaign is a little misleading. Just because I thought that just because y'all waited 2 was part of the campaign for The Voice. He had a single called The Voice.
I think that was the main thing to me.
Right, and like he was teasing the album for a while. There just was no concrete date.
Teasing it.
I'm teasing me.
There just was no concrete date. So I think to say you didn't have a campaign is a little misleading, but I get why he said that.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
But like if that goes to show like the power Durk has even without a traditional campaign, then I'm still happy for him.
Shout out Smart.
Yeah, that's a high number, 80, 90. And regardless of us not liking the album as much, it wasn't terrible.
No.
But like we said, we liked Love Letter to the Streets better. Sign to the Streets. My bad. Sign to the Streets 3.
Yeah.
Just because y'all waited 1 and 2.
Yeah. And the features on this one weren't terrible. They're pretty good.
Yeah.
It was just like we said, the beats were very like generic Chirac.
Yeah, they
beats.
blend into each other too. And like I said for a minute last time, is Durk stands out when he can do his thing on any kind of beat.
Which was what Just Cause Y'all Waited 2
Which was exactly
very diverse palette of beats there.
Yeah, and even he can even switch his actual style up and do like some kind of no auto Durk thing versus sing rapping versus singing.
And
he can do it all.
Yeah, he can do it all.
Why not show it off? But
and this was like a strictly Chirac.
What do I know?
But yeah, like Durk is an artist who, if he releases an album that people don't fuck with, it doesn't matter because he's gonna release 3 more.
Yeah, and he's the best one doing what he's doing, and he's good at it.
Yeah. So like Durk he's always gonna have albums that are people's preference of whether they like it or not, but he's never gonna like leave on a bad note. He'll always drop eventually again sometime soon. So it's all preference, baby. If we don't sound too excited about this, it's because we did a whole ass episode about this
right
earlier.
So it's just like
Yeah, so we're trying our very best to capture the feeling and recreate it. I promise you, we care. What else happened with music?
R.I.P. MF Doom.
Holy shit.
Oh
Yes.
yeah. I forgot we already talked about
caps.
that. But
Wow. Yeah, that was a whole
shit,
little
this is a
segment.
long episode, huh?
It's actually not that long. We're only at like an hour and a half right
Oh,
now.
what?
I thought we were like 2.5.
No
I
way.
swear to God.
Got it.
Yeah.
Our
Time
minds.
moves faster. You're having fun.
Yeah.
Or slow. What? God damn it, I guess we're dating this shit.
I'm always going back to the kind of brain that's scared of animatronics because that describes this podcast is scared of animatronics.
Yeah, it's them N-words, huh? I'm scared of animatronic N-words. But yeah, MF Doom passed away.
Yeah.
We were saying
R.I.P.
last time when we recorded the episode that MF Doom is the only rapper who could have passed away on Halloween and have no one know about it
Yeah.
until New Year's Eve.
Pretty much. I'm sure there's somebody if you want to be technical.
Well, I'm just saying, like, it just fits his persona
Yeah.
so well. He's such a mysterious guy. He always wore the mask and
He didn't show up to his own concerts.
yeah, exactly. Like, it was just so fitting to have, this happen. It's just
Yeah.
weird. Rest in peace, obviously.
Horse, rest in peace.
A big topic, a big theme we were talking about last week was this idea of like death gatekeeping.
Yeah.
And we were all coming to the consensus that we should let people enjoy things. Right.
This is the one time it's okay to say that goddamn phrase.
Right. Like we think it's
Oh,
kind of corny to just say like you weren't a real fan of someone because you didn't listen to them when they were alive, yada yada.
No, and like, yeah, sorry, Doom was a bit obtuse.
Yeah, he's not the easiest artist to get into. That being said though, I have changed my stance a little bit.
Yeah.
Since last week.
Because they're selling his vinyls that were $30 before for $500 online right now. That's what I'm saying. Like, obviously, it will go down eventually, but the inflation on his music is just insane.
Or if you look at that happens when people die though. You look at Kobe stuff. Like
A signed Kobe autograph. Like, what do you mean Kobe stuff? Like jerseys?
signed jerseys and shit went up.
But that's
like
not a
crazy
signed
when he died.
Doom shit. People are just asking for like
Oh no, that's lame.
That's what I'm saying.
all Kobe shoes were going up on StockX.
And that's
'cause of the
Kobe
man-
fucking Bryant. Rest in peace, MF Doom.
But that's Kobe fucking.
But that's Kobe Bryant. And sports memorabilia is a little different from a vinyl.
Yeah.
And these aren't even signed. These are just things that like you wouldn't have seen before, like the King Ghidorah, whatever you want to call it. That album and a bunch of albums that like aren't officially under MF Doom's name.
Like, I think like the special herbs, all the beat tapes were.
Yes, like just this weird stuff that people wouldn't have known was Doom at first. That's the stuff that
I can
they're
imagine
selling.
people who are already knowing about MF Doom vinyls getting even more knowing about it, knowing that it's
Right.
being they could have made a profit off it.
Yeah,
You
and
know.
it is because of the inflation after his passing, unfortunately. So I will say, enjoy things. Don't let anyone say.
And there's a lot to enjoy. I mean,
Yeah.
he was great, and what we were talking. I just want to say quickly before we were talking about how he's such a good introduction for like younger people, I guess, to get into like good rap.
Don't say good.
What?
Don't do that.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't
Because
do
we're
that.
not
What do you
doing
mean?
that.
What do you mean?
Because there's no. Because what's. You know what we mean.
He's a good rapper.
You said good.
He's a
rap.
good rapper.
Oh shit.
He means
What do
like
you-
more
what do you mean?
conscious and lyrical shit. Is what he's.
No, I
trying
mean
to
he's
say.
good at rapping.
Yeah,
He's a
but you
great
said
rapper.
get into good rap. Like
What I meant was
I
if you
know.
were a teenager and you're listening to like "Love the Way You Lie" by Eminem versus Doom. That's I'm not talking about.
yeah.
Look, I've talked about how much I like what people wouldn't say lyrical. I just mean compared to commercial shit, and commercial being
Yeah.
"Love the Way You Lie" or like "Broccoli" by Kyle.
I'm just that's what I'm saying though. We're not doing the elite shit.
I'm not doing elite. I'm just saying
You just did.
I'm
Good.
He's a good rap.
rap.
He's a
You said
was.
you said a good introduction to get into good rap. There's a lot of good rap that's not as obtuse as Doom, bro.
I understand.
Yes.
I'm saying he was the first
No,
introduction.
I'm checking you because you're in your white hip hop head bag, and I'm doing this for
For
your
a
own
minute,
sake.
I'll admit I
Max,
was.
I'm doing this for your own good because you're gonna watch this in 5 years and you're gonna be like, damn. I'm just saying.
I'm not even disagreeing with you. I'm just saying I didn't mean it like.
All right.
what
I'll let you
thought I
cook.
did.
My bad.
What I meant was
What's up?
he doesn't sound like anything else,
Mhm.
and he was so good at what he did that he wanted you wanted to listen to more.
And I won't even lie. There's earlier episodes of the show, Shameless Plug, where I said like I could not get into him, and I still can't. I like a lot of his music. I like Mad Villainy a lot.
I like Matt Villainy. Other than that,
Yeah, like Food. You know, it's
No,
it's
I
good.
disagree.
good songs.
But like, I'm not going to sit here and tell you I was his biggest fan because I wasn't. That being said, I can recognize the skill.
It's a white teenager thing.
Yeah, I get that.
I mean, it's not.
I get it.
It is.
I'm not ashamed of that. I get it.
It's
I'm
not
just
that
saying,
it's a white.
I'm not wrong.
There's a
Only
white.
motherfuckers really who I don't know because most black people I know feel the same
I
way.
get
we
it.
do.
I get it.
I just think that it's like clearly popular with white people, but that's not a bad thing.
No,
I'm just saying that like the man's clearly skilled.
Oh yeah, up the
It's
ass.
it's just like it depends on what you like. It just depends on what you like.
No,
So
I think he showed an alternative to, convention. He was just like his own.
Yeah.
He was always doing his own thing, and that you don't see often. Speaking of Interscope fucking around with albums,
Yeah.
he wasn't letting that happen to his shit ever.
No, I mean
That's what I mean.
Yeah, I guess. I just think that it can get kind of like it can just get tricky with Doom sometimes because while he was alive, people kind of used him as like a hallmark of their taste.
Yeah, that's true.
He was a symbol more than he was a rapper or a person to a lot of people.
Yeah, and what I was also, if I was going to finish, was saying is like it's very nice. I don't listen to him that much anymore. I obviously recently did, but like it's more nostalgic. Like did I grow up a little bit? Yeah. Do I listen to a bunch of other different kinds of stuff? Yeah, but I listened to him at an important time in my life.
And let's be clear about this too. MF Doom's appeal was partially because of how underground he was. If you heard his stuff in Whole Foods, you'd hate it.
Oh, of course.
You'd be like, what the hell is it?
Yeah, there's we would make jokes about hearing like, Operation Doomsday at the club. Yeah.
Yeah, like sometimes part of an artist's appeal is their standing in society. That's not necessarily a bad thing.
Yeah.
Like, underground marketing is real. It's hype shit.
For sure.
But stop reselling his albums for $500, bro. That shit is whack.
Yeah. R.I.P. Doom.
Yeah, R.I.P.
R.I.P. Doom, man.
I'm not even mad at some inflation, but there's a low limit.
Oh yeah, like come on.
It's just nuts, yeah.
Because demand is up.
It's just so corny.
I even get like the dunks. Doom had designed some dunks.
Did he?
Yeah.
Officially?
Yeah, and they got really expensive recently, but
that makes more sense.
Nike dunks, by the way.
Yeah, that makes more sense though.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but like just an album, like
Just an album you can buy yourself.
Was there any other big music news that we talked about last week?
Probably.
Yeah, fuck it. You're right, probably. This is a weird night to be doing this because I think new music just dropped.
I guess technically.
So we should probably check Apple Music before we head out.
All right, I'm on it.
Yeah.
I listen to a lot of cool stuff. Not necessarily, big releases, but let's see. How do I check browse what I do?
Yeah.
New music. Taylor Swift, Evermore Deluxe version.
Did a whole lot of Red Deluxe drop?
No. Viagra Boys. I've heard about them.
Are you sure this is for tonight? Like it updated already? Oh shit! Did I drive here?
Yeah.
Oh no!
Yeah.
I gotta drive back. Anyway.
LOL. Yeah, there's nothing new really that it says.
Capitol police officer.
Oh,
died.
Russ.
Oh wait! One of the officers?
One of the Capitol police officers died.
Yeah, I saw that.
Whoa,
That's tough.
Shit.
that's tough.
That's tough.
Sweetie.
Blue Lives Matter, back to blue.
Sweetie.
In this situation.
YG. Kings of Leon.
It's kind of weird how when YG drops, no one cares anymore.
No one cares.
Yeah, who cares?
He kind of dissolved his own brand, huh?
He's corny.
Slow
you know what
Tide
it was? It was
A$AP
that
Rocky.
Nipsey shit.
R.I.P.
Nipsey.
What did he say?
YG. Well, no, that was the game. The game was so at his son.
Yeah.
He was like, my son doesn't even want to celebrate his birthday. He just wants to think about Nip. And he made some whole thing. It's like, nigga, your son did not say
The
this.
game said that. No, but
The game, that's what I'm saying.
But why you get on YG for? YG didn't.
No,
do
I
that.
got him mixed up with the game.
But why do you think YG fell off?
Oh,
If he
I don't
fell
know.
off, you guys think he fell off?
I mean, you know what? That
never
one
really
album. Hold on, he had one
My
song.
Crazy Life.
No, that album was good, but
That's all I listened to really.
the
No, actually,
album,
there were a few. What's
for
one
real,
after
for real. The Hard Bottoms and White Slice, the intro, that song's cool. I mean, look, Stop Snitching was popular, whether it was just like a meme or whatever.
Yeah.
Go Loco was on the radio. Like, he has a couple songs and everything. I like Still Brazy a decent amount.
But yeah, it's just kind of weird how his like he's not a shaker and mover anymore.
He doesn't have
his name doesn't
like
carry as much
anything
weight.
about him that I don't know. It's like hard to be you can't be a YG diehard. He's not like
We're kind of in an era where like gangster rap is kind of escalating to the point where being YG doesn't cut it anymore.
Right.
People
that's a
want-
you
good
gotta be
way
like
to
a
put it.
Vince Staples where it's technically gangster rap.
I
but
wasn't
it's-
even getting on that point. I was saying
Oh.
more so people want like people who are gang banging like minutes before heading to the studio.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I was talking about. Which
Right.
isn't. I'm not saying it's bad, but
Well,
I'm not saying YG's not about it because he is about it 100%. But I feel like people like to see new cats come up more in this gang culture.
Yeah, and especially when he focuses on like old aesthetics of
Yeah,
like West
like-
Coast gangbanging.
Yeah, like YG's definitely giving you old school West Coast. What's the name of that genre I'm thinking of?
G-Funk.
G-Funk. He's giving you G-Funk music. So he's definitely still about it. That being said,
Shout out YG.
I did want to talk about the Pop Hunter snitching thing.
Oh
Fuck, we already talked about that
Only
too.
for like 5 minutes because I'm not
Alright,
going to
alright.
harp on it.
All right.
But Uzi called out Pop Hunter for snitching.
Who is the guy who does the Corvette?
Song.
Yeah, he is. Uzi did a remix of Corvette, Adderall, Corvette.
Cool.
And he actually asked Pop Hunter, the artist, to take the remix down because, huh?
That's that check. They was still on Apple Music.
No, yeah, it's still up. Yeah,
Okay,
I still got it on my phone. He asked him to take the song down because Pop Hunter was accused of being a snitch when he was 14 years old, working with the police officers on a case where his friend died. And I'm only bringing this up because that's a precedent that no human should have to be held to. Like, if your friend dies at 14, no matter what race you are, what like affiliation you are, I can't really blame you for working with the police in that case. And we were just talking last week about how the no snitching rule isn't like no snitching for no reason.
Yeah, there's like no, it's specific. Like
very specific.
This situation, I don't see that snitching. 6ix9ine, I do, because he was doing illegal activities with these people.
You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of when Cameron was on like 60 Minutes or some shit, and he said like,
What was Cameron on 60 Minutes?
He was on Bill O'Reilly, if that's what you mean.
no,
Not that one.
I think it was something else.
Hmm?
I know the meme about him on Bill O'Reilly with the you mad.
Man.
No, I'm thinking something else. But anyway, they asked him. They asked him like, would you snitch if there was someone killing kids like in the house?
Oh, and he
next
said
to you?
no.
He said no. All right, and everyone was making fun of him for it. Like 50 Cent was clowning him for it because the no snitching rule is just called no snitching for like
It's like when you're involved.
for
When you're involved.
different
Because
reasons.
we even asked, like, and I this is gonna sound wrong, but like in Pop Hunter's case, what if an adult was touching him or something like that?
Right, like could he not snitch then?
Yeah, and
Right.
nigga, you better speak up.
And I was saying too, like,
I mean,
they're only doing this
should
because this
speak
is a
up.
little
I know
boy.
it's tough, but
They're only doing this because this is a little boy who isn't gangbanging now. Imagine if someone scarier than Pop Hunter was accused of that when he was 14. Imagine if Sada Baby was accused of that when he was 14.
niggas
Is-
leave him alone.
Is Uzi going in Sada Baby's
no.
DM saying, take that
niggas
down,
don't care about
lil
Gunna.
bro?
And I'm
Yeah,
not saying
sure.
Gunn is a snitch, but it's a very similar
That's for a
situation.
different reason, though. It's a similar situation, but
I did rewatch that video after we talked about it.
yeah,
The Crime Stopper shit.
Yeah.
And it was because somebody was falsely accused. But
yeah.
You
And
know-
also, Gunna is more established in the game. So
well, yeah,
like,
sure. But you get what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
no snitch. The rules to this aren't concrete.
They're not. And I'm saying that they're only going after Pop Hunter because he is because he's easy target.
Yeah, he has one song.
Like Tierra Whack, who's also from Philly, you're not going to get on her for snitching when she was 14. You know?
No. Well, I don't know if the rules apply to women anyway. They don't.
Okay.
Damn.
And then
I'm not saying I agree or
I
disagree.
have nothing to say about snitching rules. I don't think
I think you wrote them, dude. Like, if anybody should have.
yeah, listen,
Thou shalt not.
I don't write the rules on snitching, none of that shit. I don't call any of the shots in the streets. I just don't want to see an
That's-
artist's
yeah, dude.
career be cut short. That's it.
Yeah.
Especially for some shit that wasn't
corny.
even
I think.
Yeah, especially for some shit that any reasonable
It's
person
not
would do.
forced from Uzi. It's not like he was trying to say it. Just say it to be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I can't condone. I love
Shout out
Uzi, but
Uzi,
this
though.
was a bad. Yeah, shout out Uzi, but I can't really back up him in this situation.
Corvette.
Maybach.
Prius. How about that?
I'm up.
Let's see. What else did we miss?
This is the latest we've ever recorded together. Well, if it was
All
me.
three of us.
Yeah, all
Yeah.
three of us. We've done like.
We did like a 4 a.m. one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to think.
I don't know.
We missing something, boys?
Probably.
Yeah, fuck it. We shouldn't even worry about it.
yeah,
But the stuff, the music stuff, the Durk, Pop Hunter, whole lot of Red talk. That's all from last episode. So check that out. Well, no, it's not up. So.
Xavier really liked "Good Days" by SZA.
Oh, thank you for shouting it
Oh,
out.
yeah.
I love that song. I didn't just like it. I love it. One of the best songs of 2020, even if it came out last week.
I don't like it. I love it.
I love it. So shout out SZA. J. Cole might be dropping an album. Cool.
All right.
And yeah, I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
It's late. I got Wendy's chili sitting in me.
Oh man, he about
It's
to
brewing.
Yeah,
Heating back up.
fuck a toilet up.
Max is about to suffer in the car with me. It's gonna be
Oof,
like that.
yeah.
It's gonna be hot.
It's too cold to open a window too.
Yep.
Niggas is going through it.
Oh no.
But anyway, thank you, folks, for tuning in to another episode of Shameless Plug.
Oh.
It has been an honor hosting, and I cannot wait to be with you guys all throughout 2021. I promise we got a lot of cool stuff
In the lab.
and we are going to drop it very soon, expeditiously, if you will. In the meantime, check out the new playlist. Follow us on social media, Twitter, Instagram. You can follow our personal accounts, too, if you really want to.
Might as well.
Might as well. And don't forget, interact with us, comment, like, all that good stuff, because we always interact back. It's not a big deal. And don't forget to check out Between the Green, episode 1, 2, whatever is up by now, because it's a great show.
Just binge it, actually. Watch both.
Binge it. And you can listen to the older episodes. Who cares?
Yeah, the older episodes are still on Apple. I'm still
going
going to upload some on Apple.
Yeah. So, we got content for days, baby. But thank you for tuning in, everybody. It's been an honor. Hope you like kicking it with us, and we will see you next time.
Peace. Bye, everyone.
Peace.
That was good.
That felt like 5 hours.
But I felt
like